Hello everyone, Avaira here. Let's continue the Outer Worlds. Straight to Byzantium. So, let's prepare and go for Byzantium finally. Do I need to upgrade anything? Do anything? I suspect that all my equipment, if there is no proper level scanning, will be way above than should be on Byzantium. Because I came in first DLC after the previous part of the main story, and all my equipment was way weaker. And now I'm using next versions of equipment that also tinkered to multiple levels above. So should be quite good. Armor also doesn't seem like matters anyhow, because although the most interesting thing that health bloated heavily, maybe it happened some after 30 level automatically. Hard to say how the skin works, but my health doesn't grow anymore. For few levels I'm checking it, it's still the same. It just got bloated at some point and staying like this. Why? I don't know. Okay. We need to repair at least. Oh, yeah. And tinkering. Yeah, everything cost quite a lot in tinkering. I sure accumulated some money right now, but every next one step will be like twice the price. I'm not ready to pay, I don't know, all my money for additional like 50 damage to pistol. This will not save the day. Okay. So what do we know? There's no crusade. Yeah. I need to visit Ellie. Ella's parents. Ellie wants you to take her to visit her parents in Byzantium when you're in the area. Ellie hasn't spoken to her parents in a long time, and she thinks it's high time she check on them. With you in town, of course. Sure. Outside of it, there's a main mission there. Now that Phineas knows Minister Clark's been hoarding Dimitrios sulfoxide in Byzantium, you just need you to get to the city and to steal it. Yeah, I guess I can persuade them just to give it me, just like that. Phineas has an associate who can help you locate Minister Clark. This person works at the Byzantium docks. Okay. Acquire the sense weapon. Yeah, I don't need it. Retrieve the missing. Yeah, this is space pirates and scientific weapons left. I don't need neither of them. Alright, let's go. I guess I'm taking Ellie this time. I prefer to not take anyone with me, but okay. This time I can help her. And she also originated from here, so should know the territory. I'm curious how much HP does she have now? Her health also bloated to 6,000. At the same time, I'm dead from a couple melee hits with my 8,000, even heavy armor. So I would assume that she's as fragile. We better not rely on anything. There is status, chest reset ability cooldown, kill. She shouldn't do anything really to not die on this difficulty. So it doesn't really matter. Damage, threat generated, that's higher threat, that's lower threat. Low threat already taken. Well, increased heal amount, that's good. An alien in the party in damage that would kill you instead heals a small amount of health. Okay. The skills probably is the most useful. She is using my previous gun. Yeah, bloated vermin 2 to 400 damage. Oof. Wait a second, no, I'm using also vermin 2. Yeah, that's actually, wait a second, I'm glitching. This is exactly... No, it's her equipment, yeah, not mine. Yeah, because it's standard vermin, I bloated it to a very high level with all the mods, and I'm using hand cannon, which is a unique version, which is doing... At first I did 500 damage, now it's 501, I wonder why. Okay, so it's supposed to be her parents somewhere after the water. Okay, where is supposed to be the main quest? Because I'm not sure where to start even. Oh, somewhere at the beginning. So I guess we can begin with investigation here.
That's what we really need, you know?
More of you standing in my light?
A repair drone that repairs itself. Like, an auto repair drone.
I mean, could be convenient. It's just troopers, yeah, that's the wrong one. It goes somewhere there. That I don't need. Okay. Okay, I'll just check around the areas. Not sure why would I need this. Oh yeah, because there is an agent. So Nias has an associate who can help you locate Minister Clark. This person works at Byzantium docks. Who that person is? He mentioned name, some girl, but I don't remember the name really. Am I even allowed to go here? I would assume yes. Damn, that's a mess here.
Once I'm retired, I'm gonna drink all the zero G I can handle.
It literally called retiring.
Move along. A UDL security attendant.
Move along.
Yeah, all the technicians.
All my hard work's
They're all
finally
retirees.
paid off.
And so sealed and I can't even ask them to open. I guess I probably just don't need to go there.
All my
Can you believe I'm retiring? The law.
It feels like I've been waiting in line forever.
Yeah, I'm not sure where this person should be. Should work in dogs. So I'd assume somewhere in dogs. Let's look around. If there's anybody. Oh yeah. That's probably the person.
Do you mind? I'm meeting someone.
Okay, let's not say dramatically. Yes, I guess it's me. Phineas sent me.
Shh. No names, okay? The Phoenix is a wanted man and the board has eyes everywhere in Byzantium.
I would gladly not pronounce the name, but that was the only option I had. But why is the Phoenix?
Yeah. That's my codename for... You know. Our mutual friend.
No, okay. And what's your code name?
Oh. I'm Golden Eagle.
Of course, yeah.
It makes perfect sense if you know about the territoriality of old Earth birds of prey.
Okay. Do I have a code name?
Yeah. I named you Cuckoo.
Cuckoo. Seriously?
It makes sense if you think about it, because I didn't know who you were, and old Earth cuckoos would routinely trick other birds into feeding them.
Well, whatever. Just give me the information I came for.
Does this mean I'm supposed to have one too? Fine, but make it a really good one.
Let's go with Rufus Hummingbird.
Forget it. Codenames are for amateurs anyway.
Too late. I've already marked it off. Can't just go reassigning codenames. Anyway, you're looking to make contact with Minister... Magpie, right? I should warn you, it won't be easy. He spends most of his time in his estate, which is heavily guarded.
Okay. But there gotta be a way to catch the minister someplace less protected.
Afraid not. He almost never leaves his home, and his guards never leave him.
That's rough. Can you get me into the minister's estate then?
Whoa, I'm not one of your B&E specialists. I just provide intelligence.
So, what can you tell me? Some intelligence?
Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's House of Inebriation between shifts.
That place is still open? I used to study there during medical school.
Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. You know, swipe a key while nobody's looking.
Well, thanks for the tip.
Just remember, you didn't hear it from me.
Sure. So, how exactly did you get involved in all this?
I've always been fascinated by birds. If you ever research Earth species, there are thousands of them, so colorful and distinct.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing about birds, though, is their environmental indicators.
So on the day off, it's a sign that something's wrong.
Exactly. I started thinking about everything we see around Halcyon, and all the things we don't see.
Like what?
For starters, you rarely come across anyone living in Byzantium who wasn't born here, even though we get ships in all the time.
Trust me, anyone with a lick of sense gets out of here as soon as possible.
But most people don't. In fact, most people stay exactly where they start. Doesn't that seem strange to you?
I mean, people used to stay where they belong to. We have territorial feeling and sense of motherland, let's say. Some patriotism feeling, kinda. So I guess not really.
And then there's the way nothing gets fixed. There used to be a suggestion box around here. People would drop ideas in. Nothing ever came of them, of course.
No, that's not right.
I mean, there's a shredder at the bottom of the box, so I don't know what you'd expect to happen.
That is true.
But one day the shredder broke. No one came to fix it, and since it wasn't working, we didn't have anywhere to file our complaints. So you can imagine how messy things got.
I mean, same, I guess, because they were not delivered anyway. And
At first, management put up an out-of-order sign, but that just seemed to worry people, like they were advertising something wasn't working. They eventually took the whole suggestion box sign down so that people didn't have any expectations about it. But they never fixed it, never replaced it. Doesn't that seem odd to you?
that's actually odd, because this man's supposed to have all the money. Well, if you ask me, the suggestion box was pretty useless to begin with.
I don't know how else people are supposed to complain about things they can't change, but that's not the point. The whole episode made me wonder, if they can't fix something as simple as a suggestion box, what else aren't they fixing? After a while, I got connected with our mutual friend and started using my position here to feed him information when I could. That's it, really.
Well, this box was useful at least in one way. To make her wonder what's going on and connect her to things. And he actually trying to fix things, seems like. So, looks like I've got work to do.
Good luck, Cuckoo.
Don't call me Cuckoo. That's terrifying.
Something on your mind?
Damn, the shadow in her looks weird. Never mind. Right, let's leave the dogs. Oh, he's sitting in his mansion and not so easy to get him. This big mansion? Not, let's see. So, Minister Clark spends almost all of his time at his estate, which is under heavy guard. He may be hard to reach, but he is apparently been hoarding the colony's reserves of dimethylls of acclaimed. Some of Minister Clark's guards hang out at the local bar. One of them might be able to provide some information regarding Clark's residence. Might be useful. I mean, being heavy guard is not a problem. I can go through whatever guards they have. The problem is that logically that should trigger also whole city against me, because, well, that should be a lot of ruckus. And I'm not sure they want to do this ruckus. Let's meet her parents first. Let's see where it will lead. Maybe some occasional get information on the way. That's some exciting music. Next item. I wonder can you see on next and second game? Would be nice.
Down there, a new ship. Doesn't look like any of the corporate freighters.
But what would they be doing here? And how did they ever get permission to land?
Perhaps we'll finally get some excitement after all.
Oh yeah. Excitement incoming. That's for sure.
Anti-Cleo's ketchup. Organic, vegan, handmade, gluten-free.
Oh yeah, this guy wanted something last
Kid,
time.
you got presence. Natural magnetism, know what I mean?
Whatever you're saying, I'm not buying.
There's those street smarts. Just the right amount of rough around the edges. Next time, we'll have you say that over the rim of a Trippistout. Product placement, baby. Listen, you got an agent? Some kind of representation?
I consider myself freelance.
Fresh, natural talent. I know it when I see it. Listen, you got a real special quality, raw energy. I see you in pictures, kid.
Stop calling me kid. Okay, just tell me what you're offering.
I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be a hit. But we still need a star. And I think you got the chops.
Oh no,
Not so fast. First, we gotta talk about royalties.
we're not talking about
Let's
Royce.
just
I
see where
don't
this
want to
audition
participate in
goes, huh?
this.
So what do you say? You ready for the chance of a lifetime?
To be a damn pirate? No thanks. Not interested.
Anti-Cleo's
Definitely don't want to be associated with pirates, especially space pirates. Because space pirates seems like quite real in this universe. So, yeah, let's go and meet your parents. So that's it. Come on, chop chop.
I'm afraid I can't come down anymore, my good man. I'd have to request a counter waiver, and you know how dreadful the paperwork is.
Don't I ever, my dear fellow? Why, I spent 3 hours filing a discussion
Yeah, people here
authorization
quite
just to commence our
exalted.
little tete-a-tete.
How we suffer in the name of commerce.
We're suffering, people. So suffering.
All right,
Rizzo's
how does this sound?
Purpleberry Punch.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to walk into you like that. Oh my goodness! Ruth Bellamy? I simply adore your work.
That's your mention?
We've been over this already.
No.
You can't rehearse running into Ruth Bellamy. It's not going to work.
Fine, fine. What about this?
That Rose Bellamy officially dead. But yeah, hard to say how it works. How do you see even connected to all this? Alright, do I need anything? Oh, I don't see any better equipment that I already have. A bit more caffeine. Yeah, weapons. No, upgraded to tier 3, but that's kinda it. Doesn't seem like there's anything above tier 3. Oh, the armor and everything's all stacked on the same levels. Well, I guess I cannot get anything better. It's so noisy, it's insane. Okay, this Byzantium Estates. Shouldn't hers be somewhere here? This one, I think.
There's my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial grade cleaning solvent in desperation.
Okay. Let's see what's inside. That's insanely luxurious. I mean, I don't like such style, but it's very expensive stuff. Okay, I guess she can stay a bit close because it's a bit weird that she's so far. Medium distance. The main thing is that mod is passive, so she will not actively attract attention.
Marilyn, is that you?
Laws, we certainly didn't expect to see you like this.
And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we? Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble.
No, we're not. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for welcoming us into your home.
I don't know what to say. She's usually not like this. Come on, you're supposed to help me make an impression. Anyway, you're probably wondering
That's not how
where
you
I've
make
been
an
all this
impression.
time.
Not exactly.
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten ourselves into. Right?
Well, indeed, we saved towns and restored property across Hanstone.
Are you trying to make me look bad?
What do you mean?
Marilyn, this really isn't the best time. Perhaps you should go.
Don't treat her like that. She's come a long way to see her.
I mean, we had other business in Byzantium, so it's not like we went out of our way.
Yeah, but still.
But you can't just kick us out. We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside shoes all over your nice floors.
Well, so what is it?
It's the floors.
I know.
You
That's
had
something I'm
floors
asking for.
redone with real Terran marble? Since when can you afford that?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand, we hadn't heard from you in ages.
We thought you were dead.
Well, let's listen quietly, I guess.
I'm not dead. I just never wanted to talk to you again.
I'm afraid the distinction was lost on us, darling.
Why do I get the feeling you people are about to apologize for something?
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would do.
And what is
We
that?
collected on your life insurance policy.
And the payouts have been rather, substantial.
You what?
Well, let's not say anything.
Well, now that I'm here, I guess you'll just have to report back that I'm very much alive and kicking.
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure to notice.
So neighbors' opinion is more important for them than their daughter. Yeah, not so surprising that she left the place. Let's go, Ilya. We've got better things to do than hang around these two.
Damn right, Captain. Fine. I'm gone. Forever this time.
Yeah, that was awkward. That can be just the end. Ellie was understandably dismayed to find that her parents had declared her dead and were living off her life insurance money.
Let's talk outside.
Okay. Yeah, that place was surely luxurious.
I need a word.
I wonder why she had so much money.
Can you believe those two? We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday's garbage.
What's the options? That's quite me. Well, they shouldn't have gotten so upset.
I wanted them to get upset. I just thought it would play out differently. They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwave dramas, and then we'd walk in, Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear off his glasses and blink open-mouthed.
Yeah, that didn't go like that at all. And then what?
I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either, the leather's fake but the scars are real, or, oops, did I just track awesome onto your rug?
Oh, okay, that's quite awful. How about it's payback time and I'm collecting with interest?
Yeah, I'm gonna use that one day. Now, getting back to my story. Father would throw his hands up because this would be just like me to come back and make a big scene. Then Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." Her eyes would be red and she'd have her fist in front of her mouth to stifle a sob.
No, it's not like she cried for years while she was away. Well, hey, chin up. You're better than this anyway.
I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know? And I've got a reputation to maintain.
Not sure that anything left from this reputation. Well, trust me, this was for the best.
I'd love to know how you describe getting kneecapped.
Well, this episode reflects on them, not on you.
But I want to talk about me now.
Well, all I can say is that you've got to surround yourself with people who will really look out for you.
Unless you mean the kind who'll look out for you to blink so they could swipe your bits. The galaxy's not exactly crawling with those.
Well...
Anyway, I don't want to sift through this lousy experience for meaningful life lessons. I'm mad, and I want to do something about it. Something like... Wait a second. What if I could get that money?
Oh yeah, that could be a nice action for them. No, that money probably will make her feel better anyway. Keep talking.
I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. All the payouts would go to me. I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut them off.
What a mess. So, how do we do this?
My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. They have an office in Byzantium. Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me set up a dummy beneficiary account. If that doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of their terminals and do it ourselves.
No, maybe? Can I ask a few things?
Something on your mind?
Nothing. Seems like I thought there would be something related to that, but no. Well, yeah, we can teach them a lesson. I mean, one thing that they didn't know that she's still alive, and that's absolutely understandable. But they certainly weren't happy to see her, and they certainly weren't eager to switch their way of living, anyhow, even a little bit. So yeah, screw them. Afro's beautification, that's not it. This feather? Yep, it is. It's such a tiny place here. Greater HUD Insurance Group. Wait a second, that's not it. The sole letter in this mailbox is addressed to the Greater HUD Insurance Group's satellite office in Fallbrook on the planet Monarch.
I guess we're going to Fallbrook.
Really? The Fallbrook. Everything. I guess, but not right now. Wait for me. So let's focus now on main quest. So let's try to visit this bar and see, can I get any information or not? Maybe the central place. A symposium? No, that's different stuff. Do these guys have anything? No, they don't. Everything is outdated.
Your best find this week.
Billing slayers. This is a place, I suppose. Why it's making noises like this?
Have you tried our new cocktail sponsored by Rizzo's? 1 part purple spectrum vodka, 1 part artificial tomato-like substitute juice. We call it a Blue Bloody Mary.
No thanks. I want to ask you something.
Oh, by all means, ask away.
So, picked up any interest in rumors?
Maverick Johnston's about to release his new picture. From what I hear, they've already started shooting.
Started shooting? Okay. Oh yeah, that's about this pirate movie, I suppose. What is it like working in Byzantium?
I don't believe in work. Work is for auto mechanicals and lower classes.
Are you serious?
I don't mean to sound cruel. There's nothing wrong with working. It's just so unnecessary. Why bother? We all have our roles in society. I like to think of myself as an entrepreneur. This drinking establishment is my investment.
Okay. Let's see.
Hey, stand back, you. I'm part of Minister Clark's personal detail, and that means you gotta keep 5 feet back at all times.
I'm not sure about this. Are you supposed to also drink on the job?
Of course not. But I'm not on the job right now. The others took me out to celebrate on account of me just getting hired and all.
So he just got hired. Not so important about Garden Minister Clark.
He's basically the most important person in the colony, which makes me the most important guard in the colony. Yeah. That means I got a key to the minister's estate, my own personal UDL-issued shotgun. They don't give those out to just anyone.
A key, you say?
That's right. Not just anyone is allowed to have a key to Minister Clark's residence. It's all so very high level.
No, yeah. How about I buy you a drink to celebrate your promotion then?
That's a great idea! I'll have a Spectrum vodka.
Sure, buddy. You have all the Spectrum vodka. Here's your promotion.
Here's to me! Hey, you are really great. Have I told you that? We should be friends.
Sure, she will.
Wow!
We'll
listen
be
to
such
me.
friends.
I'm soaked. I should probably slow down before I'm face down on the tile somewhere. Who am I kidding? I could have another. You got another?
I probably do, yes. Let's have another.
It's not every day you get your dream job, right? Wow! You've got, like, this crazy energy. Has anyone ever told you that? You're like a Manosaur.
Really?
You got a Manosaur energy.
I'm not sure about that.
Oh, laws. I gotta stop. I'm seeing at least 2 of you.
That's fine. It's 2 of us. So just let's have another.
I really shouldn't. I'll have the worst hangover tomorrow if I don't stop.
But it will be tomorrow.
Nonsense. You've got another in you. Doctor's orders.
Guess I can't argue with that. Yeah. Was that one supposed to taste like purple berry crunch? Or am I just tasting breakfast? I don't feel so good. I think I'm gonna be sick.
It's okay. No, then.
I just need to sit down.
Yeah. Just sit down. Ellie, come on. Whoa. Is he even okay? I guess he passed out. Alright, let's take his shotgun and key. The rest I don't need. I put him something in the pocket. Take hold. No. Come on, Ellie. Let the guy rest. Okay, we get the key. Well, then I can pretend to be one of his guards, technically. Just need to equip a helmet so nobody can recognize me. And I need a very special shotgun. Doesn't look anyhow special, but let's have it. Okay. Let's see. So, Mayfield, one of the Mr. Clark's guard, has a key to the estate. He's aggressively celebrating his promotion of Spectrum Vodka. You gave Mayfield a Spectrum Vodka and he's acting pretty tipsy. A couple more and you could probably get him very drunk. One more Spectrum Vodka ought to be Mayfield in. Mayfield headed into the bathroom. That's a chance to grab his key. Acquired the key card to Mr. Clark's residence from Mayfield. Well, I can easily get in, but I don't want to involve Ellie in this. That's maybe dangerous. So let's say, let's travel back, leave you there, and then I can go for the estate. Although if we're anyway here, let's deal with her problems first, actually. Now I have a key, I can get to the place anyway. Okay. Then let's go and deal with this first. Local Zate. So, with the Greater Handsome Insurance Group in Fallbrook, and set up a dummy bin factory with share account for Anya. That we can do. Fallbrook is on Monarch if I'm not mistaken. Yep.
We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
That's exactly where we should be. I need a snip. Should I? Nah, I will be fine. Don't need much. Need to shove a bit more food and drinks, and I'm good.
Please avoid damage. Be yourself.
Okay. That's not the way. Let's see where the office is supposed to be. Someone's right. Let's go.
You'd think folks were pissing in the alleyways as bad as it stays.
This looks like a place. You ready to get my money or what?
Maybe?
Welcome to the offices of the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group, Halcyon's premier provider of life and disaster-related insurance. I'm obligated to inform you that our coverage does not extend to incidents deemed to result from negligence, criminal activity, or dullness of mind.
Dullness of mind?
Some people, but no one in this office, I assure you, might call it stupidity.
It's like they say, there's no cure for that.
So, what kind of insurance package can I interest you in? We're running a special on dismemberment policies. Buy one, get one half off.
That's actually funny. Half off on dismemberment. So, what else can you tell me about your insurance policies?
Plenty. As my boss likes to say, there's a policy for every situation and an exclusion for every policy. We've insured unusually expressive eyebrows, outrageous statements, disastrous marriages.
So they're ready to do it with anything. But who gets their eyebrows insured?
Usually character actors, or corporate execs with menacing stares.
Okay. And who would get an outrageous statement insured?
That policy is almost exclusively for our corporate clientele. In the unlikely event they make a claim about a product that turns out to be less than accurate, they need some kind of protection against the damage to their sales and reputation.
And what about disastrous marriages?
Those are mostly for top rungers in Byzantium who have a lot of social and financial capital wrapped up in their marriage contracts. There's one for your beloved eloping with your sibling, your beloved eloping with their sibling, scandalous rumors forcing you apart, the revelation of a secret love child. We try to cover every possible hazard to domestic bliss.
Well, that's all I wanted to know.
One thing's for sure, you won't find better policy protection against sudden lunar implosions anywhere in Halcyon.
Probably she's right. So, I need to change the beneficiary of Marlon's Fenhill's life insurance policy.
I remember that one. That's the young socialite who broke her neck, right?
Of course, no one remembers me for the marauders I've killed or the bits I've stolen. Typical.
That claim was airtight. Our best investigators couldn't find an exclusion for that one.
Well, let's stay on topic. I just want to change her beneficiary.
You can't, of course. Only Miss Fenhill can assign her beneficiaries. And she's dead. If we let every friend, relative, and acquaintance change a policy like that, people would do it all the time. Imagine the paperwork.
Okay, but how would I change it?
Oh, you mean hypothetically?
Yes.
Well, hypothetically, you'd access the terminal in the back room that contains data on all our policies. And you'd, theoretically, add the beneficiary of your choice. But you wouldn't actually do that, of course. That would be fraud.
Well, sure. But, you know, I've got 2,280 bits here. Let's say you can do it.
I'm forbidden from accepting bribes, no matter how tempting.
Damn. That's sad. First time I tried not to intimidate her, but nope, it didn't work. Well, I won't tell.
Very well. But just this once. I'll need the name of the new beneficiary.
Ellie Fenhill?
If you say so. The payouts will flow exclusively into the new account at the start of the month. I hope Ms. Fenhill enjoys her newfound prosperity.
Best Buy, where's the office on Monarch?
We're not on Monarch. For all practical and tax-related purposes, this office is an official enclave of Byzantium.
Sure. But why?
Legally speaking, corporations are not allowed to operate on Monarch. But financially speaking, there are certain costs to running a business from within Byzantium's walls. So while our official address is in the city, and while our office here is technically an extension of that address, we found it more expedient to conduct our key operations here. So we can... what's the phrase? Pass savings to the consumer, of course.
Okay, if you say so.
Oh, it's certainly not about what I say. That's all down to our legal team and our CFO.
Okay, that's all.
Can we talk?
You really did it. Give these payouts a few years and I'll be rolling in it.
Well, how does it feel?
I've never been prouder to stand back and watch someone else work. I'm just glad my folks aren't gonna live off that awful story they made up. Maybe now they'll have to go back to real jobs.
And what are you going to do with all these beads?
Come on, I thought we were celebrating. You want me to think about the future?
I don't know. Why not?
Maybe you haven't noticed, but you can't even count on a bribe making it into the right pocket. What's the point of planning for anything around here?
Well, parts of that make sense. Well, that's the kind of thinking that's running this place into the crap direction.
Hate to say it, but Halcyon's already there.
That's what
Anyway,
I'm talking
enough
about.
of that. You did a job for me, so here's your fee.
No, I don't need anything. Well, I appreciate it, but I didn't do this for the money.
Don't make it weird. Even you've got to be in it for the money now and then. Why else would you go through all this trouble?
Well, you're my friend, Anya. This is what friends do.
You sure? Because my kind of friends will pick your pocket clean while they're getting hammered with you.
That's not a friend type. Well, I'm a doer, not a talker. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah. I'm not trying to get all mushy or anything. Still, maybe you've got a point. Maybe it's good to watch someone's back now and then so that one day they watch yours.
Sort of.
So, you just keep the money. One of us has to look out for your interests.
Okay. Thanks.
Don't mention it. Really. This feels weird enough as it is.
Alright, let's get a move on. No. It kinda makes sense. I mean, she's ready to run with me for whatever, and I'm not even paying her. So what else does if not friendship? Even for a weird one. I mean, I guess she can count as a payment part of staying on the ship and do whatever she likes to do. But still, it's not much. Okay, back to Byzantium. Time to visit this mansion and deal with whatever happened in there. Yeah, let's fly there, then I can get a bit of sleep and then I can go on the pond. I'm still curious, what about Tartarus or Hephaestus?
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Good for us. Bit of sleep, and then I guess I'm going straight to the mansion. Am I good? I need more drinks. No, I'm good.
We'll be here, Captain.
Can you stay in here? I can do all this alone. Definitely don't want to involve anybody into this. Okay, I need to pretend to be a guard, I suppose. At least to not start the slaughter. Take tactical shotgun is all the guards supposed to have. And the helmet, so nobody can recognize me. That should be good enough. Yeah, that's a bit cancerous. This elevator always like staying wherever it was sent to, and it's very long and slow one. So each time I want to go from the ship, I need to actually wait for it, because I probably cannot send it back down. I mean, I certainly can try, but probably it will not work, because I probably can send it only by being inside. And inside I'm locked, so I cannot press it and run away from it. And I most likely will need to visit it again.
If I spit, think I can get mechanical down there?
Nope, it doesn't work.
Trouble.
It's exactly dark right now. Perfect. Time to visit the mansion. Maybe will be a bit less people there. Maybe will be a bit more. Who knows? Let's see. So Mr. Clark spends almost all of his time at his estate, which is under heavy guard. He may be hard to reach, but he has apparently been hoarding reserves. Okay. Well, that should be the mansion. Well, I can see that I can climb there. But logically, if I will pretend to be a guard, it will be fine. And it was a new guard, so he is quite fresh. Nobody really knows him. It's supposed to be his first day. Somebody wants something, but not right now. Could in theory go in, but can I go straight forward?
This property is off limits. Solicitors, loiterers, and uninvited visitors will be fined to the fullest extent of company policy.
I literally have the same
ultimatum
armor.
Brought to you by Universal Defense Logistics.
I guess it doesn't work. Okay, I'm here for Mr. Clark.
That's funny. The minister isn't expecting visitors, and you don't much look like one of those couriers from HPS.
I'm not a courier. Was the minister expecting delivery?
Minister Clark's a private man, and you're asking too many questions.
Oh yeah. That can be used in theory. Question is, can I just walk in? Because I have ID card. Let me see how it works. Because I sure have device that works exactly when I have the card. Interesting key. This key card taken from one of Mr. Clark guards should get you into his estate. It won't help you at code check though. It's a bit different, no? It's key. That's different. Yeah, it's all different stuff. Not sure, does it give me a rights or not? Yeah. It's a bit risky. Maybe going through water is better. On the other hand, the problem is I'm just not sure how the gadget will work. Because I have it, but will it work or not? Unpredictable. This device projects a holographic image over the user and makes for an effective disguise in the right hands. Yeah, no exact information. I need to have something like... I need to have access to the place, but I don't really. I can pretend to be one. Not sure that shout worked actually. I didn't hear a sound. I just walk in. Oh, nobody's seeing? Yep. I think shout didn't work, but okay, I mean... There's a guard there. Well, okay. Let's see how it will work.
What? What was that?
It didn't work. Okay, slaughter it is.
What was that? I'd better take a look.
That's some gunslinger moves.
I'm gonna take a look.
I need cover!
At least no noise outside. That's already something. As I expected, this guy is not anyhow comparable to things that I encountered recently. Okay, I will just go and talk to him. And now I don't need to pretend to be one of the guards. Yeah, this place sure lectures. That's a lot of Paper and shit. State-of-the-art hibernation chamber. It's kinda related to Hope. Why would he need it here? Even some comics, different trash. Still book. Well, nobody cares. What about the book? Is it book that I cannot read? Like book that code book that can't be read? Broaden your horizons with a little light reading. This might look nice in one of the cruise rooms on the Unreliable. So that's what it is.
How did you get in here?
Easy now.
You! You just slaughtered those guards, and for what? To speak with me? What could possibly be so urgent? If this is about another Aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. I'm not doing any more.
Well, I would prefer to not kill guards, but I didn't have a choice. And why would I even want something like that?
Slowly and loudly, Aloysius, that's the only way these morons understand anything.
How dare you?
I said, you may tell Charles to go fuck himself.
Whatever. Call me a moron again, I will end you.
Oh, terribly sorry. I thought you were part of Rockwell's PR team. But if you're not, that means you're a dissident? A real live dissident? But what are you doing here? And how did you get in?
I already mentioned easily. In any case, I'm here for the Dimitri self-accent.
Drugs, of course. What else? Why did I get my hopes up? Back to idiot speak. I don't have any drugs. You should try a vending machine or a purveyor of curative goods.
I have records proving you've been hoarding Dimitri's vaccine.
Oh dear, I don't think I can say this any more slowly. Unless... Of course. It's Rockwell again. Who else?
Did.
And I thought he was only holding me here to keep me out of the way.
So you mean Chairman Rockwell's locked you up here?
You are a quick study, indeed. I've long suspected Rockwell of transacting business in my name, but this proves it. Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the one behind it.
Well, he seems like not lying, actually. And why would he go through all this trouble?
How should I know? I've been under house arrest for years. But there is a way to find out, and perhaps to set things right. Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters. Your best lead is to look for details in his office. Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of Dissident Hunter.
No, he seems to be exalted as well, sitting here for years. You seem a little too excited by all this.
We're discussing industrial espionage, legal redress, the possible salvation of Halcyon. Is this not exhilarating? Also, this is the longest conversation I've had with someone else in quite some time.
Okay. Interesting. So, why you think even that we're saving Hanson? I didn't mention anything. Okay, let's focus. How do I get to this headquarters?
Via the Acropolis District, of course. That's where the most important corporate and government facilities are. But only board employees are allowed into the district. There's a heavily guarded checkpoint just down the street. There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know specifics. Most people avoid the area for obvious reasons.
And once I get into the Acropolis district, what then?
When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's office and what used to be my office are.
And what used to be your office?
Oh, I haven't been allowed up there in years. I shudder to think what Rockwell's done with the place. A gilded minibar, perhaps? A personal theater. The man has too much money and too little sense.
He handles some chemicals for terrorism. Maybe laboratory? How did you manage to hang onto your access card, by the way?
The board's lackeys are none too bright. I simply claimed I'd lost it and hid it somewhere no one would think to look.
Well, I guess I should get going.
Wait! Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting to the Earthbound message drone. This is our chance. Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate to keep me out of contact with the Earth Directorate. But they need to know what's happening here.
Because they don't. Okay. What's on the cartridge?
What isn't on it is the real question. I've gathered meeting minutes, internal messages, sustainability reports, and more, all exposing the corruption and mismanagement plaguing Halcyon. Once the rest of the Earth Directorate sees it, they'll have to send help.
He actually on the good side. I mean, not just it will work, but he's at least trying. Been locked here for years, even. And how long will that take?
Depending on the nature of their response, months at least, perhaps years. Organizing and sending personnel all the way out here is no mean feat.
Well, there's at least something better than nothing. So, yeah, it is something.
And now I entrust it to you. Good luck, and trust no one in the Acropolis district.
Okay. That wasn't expected. Unless I was forced to kill the guards, because otherwise they would kill me. Might may have an excuse, but it is what it is. Questions can I leave it through the main gates? Maybe? I don't know. I will not be on someone's territory, so it should be fine, I guess. Yeah, that's his data cartridge. Alright. So, Clark has said Rocco was behind the purchase of the chemicals. The maintenance tunnels beneath Byzantium connect to the Acropolis district. Yeah, maintenance tunnels, I guess, is the way. Not sure which way I can go. Like, can I just persuade my way through? There's a main road. There are also maintenance tunnels. This guy didn't even notice anything. Well, at least I saved few guards.
That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench of impropriety radiating off of her?
Impropriety? What the hell are you talking about?
That's what. How splendid. Another rung leech wandering through the streets of Byzantium. Why, just this morning I thought to myself, as lovely as the gardens are, what they really need is more greasy vagrants frolicking through them. And here you are, frolicking.
What a coincidence. Just now I thought I'd really like to suck this lady in the face.
Ugh, how utterly expected. You must be one of those violent vagrants I've heard tell of, wandering the system in search of brutality. Honestly, what is the board thinking letting so many of your ilk into the city proper? It's madness.
She probably was born here, so asking question doesn't make sense much. Well, and what's wrong with more people coming to Byzantium?
What's wrong? It erodes the very pillars of our society. Merit, decorum, personal hygiene. This city is meant for us, the system's finest. We earned its luxuries. But now we are overrun with the unworthy and the ungrateful, and this early retirement nonsense is making it even worse.
That's a terrible attitude. You shouldn't look down on people like that.
Oh, do spare me your petty judgment. It's beneath me. Millions and millions of bits beneath me. By simply winning a lottery, those early retirees get an exclusive district of Byzantium to themselves. No one else is even allowed to go there. Tell me, how is that fair?
Well, life is not fair in general.
Well, it should be if you pay enough. It's not right. I deserve to see any district I please. Why, if it weren't guarded, I'd... You know, you look like you've been shot at before. What say I hire you to investigate this travesty, and you get paid to do so?
Why would they ever help you with something so selfish?
Did you miss the part where I said I'd pay you? That's all the reason someone like you should require.
Well, it's not. Give me something better.
Better than money? Let's see, there's... No. The thrill of discovery. Like in an Aetherwave adventure. People love those, right? Don't you want to see what the retirement district is like?
Not really. Yeah, doing it for the money would just make me selfish too. No thanks.
I don't see how, but very well. Frolic along then. You're blocking my view.
We'll need to go there, we'll go there. Once I do it, not interested. It's quite hilarious for her to speak about people who won lottery. I mean, they just paid for a ticket or something.
The Acropolis district is off limits. Move along.
Mind if I take a breather? I'm pretty tired of the hound around all those beats.
What in the law's name are you on about?
You know, like this, thousands of beats have been weighting me down all day. Here, you hold them.
Sure. Let me just take that off your hands. Did I say restricted area? Slip of the tongue. What I meant was, welcome to the Acropolis district.
Thank you. Well, at least there is one plus of the Byzantium. You can bribe anyone. If you have enough money, and I have enough. So... what this is? Where this one lead? I have no slightest clue. There is some other way that also lead who knows where.
Sorry, I shouldn't talk. Not without signing a waiver.
Mr. Fackers and Marauki. Well, I guess I can go just through the main building. Although it's kinda weird. It's not district. But that's a building. So... Minister Clark knows nothing about the Dimitrios accent and explained that Chairman Rockwell has actually been keeping him under house arrest. Clark has said Rockwell is behind the purchase of the chemicals. The maintenance tunnels... yeah. But then... I didn't need tunnels. I need to visit the old Clark office first, let's see.
Welcome to the official headquarters of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Board. Today's greeting is brought to you by Auntie Cleo, a subsidiary of Colway Pharmaceuticals.
Amazing. She's so helpful.
Nothing exciting ever happens around here.
I guess I already have right to go inside, but here it's hard to say. Let's look around. It's all for the quiet here. It's funny enough, this place, like, that's supposed to be extremely luxurious. It looks cheaper and smaller than the one that was in DLC, in the laboratory. That place was much bigger and fancy. Yeah, I don't see other ways around, so I guess there's only one way forward.
State your business. Please step away. This entry is for high priority HHC business only.
Sure. Is this official enough for you? Show him the card.
Huh. I didn't realize we were still using those iridescent stickers. But this looks right. I'll just need you to register your weapons with a revised request to carry 32B form. Each weapon will need a separate form.
Are you kidding me? You'd better be joking.
I'm not authorized to employ humor on the job, ma'am. Now, let's see. Damn it. When did I run out of forms?
That's okay. Oh, what a shame. But how about you save us both some trouble and let me through?
I was going to suggest that myself.
Perfect.
Look, you don't have time to wait on new forms, and I can't afford the citations for impeding HAC business. So I'm going to save us both some trouble and waive your forms.
Mighty fine of you.
Just know there are a bunch of guards upstairs, and they're all high on dervish mist and low on patience. So try anything funny, and they'll paint the walls with your guts.
Thanks for warning, I suppose. I don't wanna kill anyone here. But I can imagine how low on patience they should be, staying whole day in the corridor somewhere just doing nothing. The brain would melt through this time. I mean, they probably not even know to listen to some audiobooks or whatever. It should be boring as hell. Okay, I better avoid any official authorities right now. I need to go past them. Let's see, what keycard do I need? Sealed? And discount? Oh yeah. Don't mind me. Oof. That's some big hole.
Excuse me, just a moment. Is there something I can do? I beg your pardon, Minister Clark's former office is currently closed to solicitors.
Well, I could lie to him, but I don't see a machine. Especially this type of lie shouldn't really help. I won't be long, I'm just admiring the architecture.
I suppose that is admissible. Please try not to break anything.
I sure will try. Cannot believe it worked. It's such a dumb excuse. It looks like his office is pretty much destroyed and locked. Oh, the main office is actually here. I guess Rockwell, this is probably his office. He just broke the wall. And use authorization from there. Okay, I just need his terminal, I suppose. Let's see what I have. View priority message. Yep. Chairman Rockwell, the leader of the legendary hands-on board of directors. Pretty much the main person in this damn colony. And I am here, reading his terminal. That's some progress. Chairman, the rough cut of their presentation is prepped to play. The PR department has a lot of work to do, but we've covered the basics. Hudson is on the brink of starvation. The board scientists are working on a solution. Workers can look forward to the lifetime employment program for their chance to contribute. You'll see the current version when you print your keycard with the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. That's the place where I couldn't go. So I can print it here, maybe. And yes, before you ask, the Divinity of Vaccine has been delivered there. It's waiting for your sign-off on the broad strokes, so I wanted to make sure you saw it. Don't worry, I'll make sure it gets properly edited. So, okay. Please print me the card. Thank you. What about this?
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die.
What the hell?
Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it together, and that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed. But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony.
That's insane.
By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
That's insane. Was this idiot willingly trying to kill most of the colony population, literally exterminate them, because showing them in hibernation, even if they will do it actually, that's maybe why they need this chemicals. This will kill people for sure, because staying longer than short period of time will kill you. You cannot revive. Only this professor found a way, and it's very experimental way. Ah, that's insane. Okay, and also they have shortage of supplies. Really? Why? I mean, why can't they just focus production on this? It doesn't make sense, especially with pretty much slavery here. Okay, in any case, send Minister Clark's message to Earth. Surely will not harm. Message en route. Please allow between 3 and 9 months for a message to complete transit. Yeah, that will take some time, but still better than nothing. That's beginning. Personal files. What's taking so long? First of all, how long does it take to clear out an abandoned office? Those clerks belong into the streets of Byzantium for all I care. He's not using them. Just get my office expansion done before I return. I am tired of staring at the hole in the wall. And for law's sake, do something about the doom and gloom presentation. We have the brightest minds in Hanson working in our public relations department. And they make this announcement sound like a damned funeral energy. We need something bright and cheerful. We need something we can sell. Amazing. First of all, reschedule my regular Wednesday message. I have urgent matters to attend to offsite. Food reserves? Chairman, I've made inquiries and can confirm that we have plenty of food, real food, stored away from our inter-colony trade. The nutritional profile of food produced within Hudson is continuing to decline. Soon people are going to start feeling hungrier, no matter how much they eat. Unfortunately, it's gotten too expensive to continue buying from even the closest colonies. But what we have will sustain Byzantium and minimal workforce for the foreseeable future. So pretty much they want to kill the rest of the colony and I don't know, just have enough food till the end of their lifetime or something. Chewing the same metal cans, I suppose. Amazing plan. The other corporations. Chairman, the heads of the other 9 corporations are up in arms about their shares again. As head of UDL, you can overrule them easily, but I thought you should know they're at it again. First of all. Interesting. Notice that all the corporations involved in this. That's maybe even done behind them. They might not even know anything. This is Byzantium. I mean, it's the biggest city around, but it's still quite tiny in comparison with proper cities. And there's on a desert round. Yeah, they didn't. I guess they lived in luxury instead of actually, fixing anything in the colony. So let us shed. Okay, I think I did everything I could here. We've learned that the Meteos of Oxid is in the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale, along with whatever Chairman Rockwell is working on. Hi, Hajiman. Okay, going straight there. Now I have a key. Shouldn't be a problem. Surprisingly, everything goes smooth so far. I mean, surely I killed those guards in Mansion. Well, at least I saved house the guards that were outside. That's something. I mean, I tried. I'm not a stealth person. I mean, I could, but I refuse to play the game like this. I hope that in the future, devs finally realize that sneaking like this is ridiculous. Nobody's sneaking like this at all. You can try. Not only it's not that much more quiet or something, but it's also extremely hard for your knees and muscles. And if you want to move quiet, you just need to move quiet. You don't need to crouch for that. I understand that it's done, for example, in third person. Well, partly I guess in first person as well, just to represent it. Like when you move like this, then you install of everything above you. Just kind of for the sake of interface, but I would prefer, I don't know, shadowing around screen or anything, just slower movement, anything that is different, maybe music change, anything. But definitely not crouching like an idiot. I refuse to do that. Alright. Somewhat decent, by the way, it's done in Splinter Cell. Like they're also using kind of crouch stuff, but at the same time, you have many variations how to move more quiet in between straight running and crouching, so not overthink. It's a stealth action. But in general, just need to walk quiet, yeah? Which means kind of slow, yeah? But doesn't mean crouching. Damn, this place. Quite fancy. Would be a shame to cover it with intestines. So I'm not entirely sure where to go. Regards. That might well ask what the fuck am I doing here. On the other hand, I have a key, so I can pretend that I'm here and allowed to go here. There's a restricted area. What there?
Not so fast. The Ministry of Accuracy and Morale is off limits to everyone without X-36 level clearance. Basically,
really?
If you don't work here, or for Chairman Rockwell himself, you're not getting in.
Well, but I have already access. How is this for clearance?
I don't know how you got that, but I still don't know you, and I don't have any new clearances on the list.
That's the hard way then. Let me through right now, or your official record won't be fit for polishing floors.
What?
People like me never repeat themselves.
Oh no. You must be from Chairman Rockwell's office. I'm so sorry. No one told me you were coming. Please, go on through. And let's forget this misunderstanding, huh?
Sure, buddy. I don't like threatening people, but, well, whatever works. I have no clue where is what. I just need to find the thing. It would be hilarious to play with him. I can pick it, but probably people react if I will start hacking things around. Yeah, it's all locked. Can I just walk by? I guess. Because they're supposed to have all the access. Just trying to find maybe some information, anything. Can I? Packages. There's no terminals here. For whatever reason. So literally I can't get any information here. But it's all lead to elevator. I would assume that's all just for stealth. And I don't need the stealth. Because I'm allowed to be here. social stealth of sorts. Okay. Do I need to repair my gun? Because soon I will probably need to blast a bit. No. When you're doing just single headshots, it works absolutely fine. And as I expected, enemies here of appropriate level for main campaign. They're actually doing this, damn.
What's this I hear about you ordering more tests performed with sample 4157? That batch failed spectacularly.
I saw a variance in the results that we never accounted for, so I had the techs run the trial again. And the results were 0.003% different this time.
Do the words statistically insignificant mean anything to you?
Of course, but we're obligated to explore every possibility.
We're obligated to get a working formula before Akande has us all in tanks to help test the next batch of samples. Now get to work.
Okay. Let's see. It would be nice to get some information on what exactly are they doing here, because I'm not fully understand what their plan is. They surely don't have capsules for everyone. I would assume that their plan is to keep themselves with food and starve the rest of the colony, and if they will run out of food, just lock themselves in these coffins. That's probably their plan. Is that what I would expect? I thought originally that they maybe plan to freeze everybody around, but no. They probably don't have enough tech for that. No testing. Judging by the noise, they even have cows around here. Let's see. 327. I've tried replicating the work Dr. Venice initially did on the revivifying formula, but his notes are basically unintelligible. This may take few iterations. Dr. Venice. It's Phineas. That's actually our professor. Trial 64. That's tetraborate ethanol, not toasted dinner roll. Trial 68. Maybe this toasted dinner roll. Trial 82. Powers that be a demanding result. I have submitted my catalog of dead spreads. Trial 127. I didn't realize it was possible to run out of spreads. Damn, that's a lot of spreads then. Trial 128. Which genius left a new shipment of spreads in the kitchen? Trial 237. Still attempting to complete Veda's formula. Still going through a dozen spreads a week. We've got a lot of work ahead of us, if this is ever going to be effective at reviving people from long-term hibernation. So I guess they're trying to repeat his formula to revive people for future, for themselves, not for the colonies that's stuck on the ship.
I really should concentrate on what I'm doing.
That's what they do. I mean, I could open this and maybe it will lead to some ruckus, but so far no need to bring keys here. I guess they put in hibernation a few people and trying to revive them successfully.
What?
I guess I'm not allowed to be there.
Bring him down!
Okay. Not sure why, but the guards certainly not friendly to me. I better be careful with walking around barrels. I wonder why guards triggered me. On the other hand, maybe because I doesn't look like a scientist. Maybe if I would equip like a scientist, that would work. But I consider I'm not a simple worker. Or a technician. I need to call him technician. Yeah, they call technicians for whatever reason. Alright. Quite deep inside. All the facility. Heavy construction gear. Don't need anything here. Whatever. I just need to find information. Yeah, they have a lot of these coffins. Quite a lot. Are we friendly? Huh? We're not. That was another one. Oh, this all the girls in one place. So pretty much the devs only overdid with enemies and DLCs, making them extremely tough. In the main campaign, everybody is, well, of normal toughness. Yeah, they have way more technical stuff than I expected. Supposed to be a combat drone, but I guess it's inactive until somebody will trigger him. Can I ask a question? No, doesn't seem like it. Yeah, they have the same costumes as I had at the beginning. I guess special hibernation costumes. I need a damn terminal to see what's going on here. This one is not allowed to use. When it's not allowed, it just doesn't work. Not touched. Despite the fact that I got access here, that doesn't help. There is a terminal there. Damn it. Details of vaccine formulation version is continued due to severe adverse reactions. I guess I didn't find proper dosage. Welcome to the human experimentation station of the Ministry of Accuracy in Morale. Human testing is a required step of any new product or process in order to ensure accuracy. Please be sure to document the results of all tests thoroughly to save the expense of additional trials. Let's see lab notes. The addition of dimethyl-sulfoxane to the current round of tests has resulted in some improvements. Subjects are shown improved circulation and increased neural activity. However, our formula is still missing something. We are still unable to fully revive subjects from long-term hibernation, and removing the supply of dimethyl-sulfoxane results in their rather excruciating death. The problem is compounded when we consider reviving and freezing subjects multiple times over their lives. To make matters worse, we've had a hard time securing additional dimethyl-sulfoxane. We may have to make do with dispatch. So yeah, they just kill people because they have no idea what they're doing. Well, transfer the thing to canister. Warning, this process may result in the invalidation of experiment results and the death of human test subject. Further information. Sudden withdrawal from dimethyl-sulfoxate is highly lethal and will result in the cancellation of any in-progress experiments. Experimental integrity and test subject vitality can be maintained by leaving a 73% dimethyl-sulfoxate concentration in circulation. I mean, sure, some people can die. Maybe I can find some alternative way. I need to poke around then. But taking on 26% will not be enough. We need to revive the whole ship. And the whole ship have way more people than this. Here's just few dozens of people at best, which is still a lot of people, but it's in details. Project Lifetime Employment Program. To repeatedly revive human subjects from extended hibernation without causing the death of the human subject and the loss of associated productivity. Result inconclusive. Prognosis cautiously optimistic. Okay, let's exit for now. Can I do something about it? Because I don't want to kill these people. At the same time, what can I do? If I withdraw only a portion of it, it's most likely will not be enough. And I don't know, can I launch some slow process maybe? In this what is this? Hibernation now. There's any information here? Oh, I've been here, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of stealth road. Here probably can open all the cages. Welcome to the subject containment facility. For the protection of ministry property, including ministry personnel, dangerous subjects must be properly restrained. Yeah, that's probably yeah, can open cells. What about containment log? New Dale security scooped subjects up from various locations around Hanson. Not displayed any behavioral abnormalities or homicidal tendencies. We tested Revive and Formal 132 on them, the one with high concentration of adrenotime, and they began exhibiting hyper-aggression. Whatever you do, do not open the cells. Yeah, they would just kill scientists, which doesn't make much sense. Scientists actually trying to work on good formula here. Eventually. But he has already killed a bunch of people here. Because they don't know how to do with this. And subjects are actually humans. And aggressive humans. Locked here. Amazing. Let's shove Drax into them. That's a mess. Well, you can save everyone. In this case, anyway, in this locked facility, corporation probably will kill them anyway. And we need to save at least colonists, which is hundreds and hundreds of people. Maybe thousands even, I'm not sure how many, I don't remember. A lot, that's for sure. Game transparent. Sucks to be these people, but nobody can save them. Please be sure to document the results. Yeah, that sure feels awkward. They needed way more people to save. And there's an evil principle, I suppose. That's how it's called. Okay. Now that I have the dimethyl sulfoxide, rendezvous with Phineas in his lab to plan your next move. Like we're pretty much done, I'm not sure that he needs anything else. I mean, we need to deliver all of this to the colony ship, which is additional thing. It's maybe someone Tartarus actually. On orbit. Oh yeah. We could avoid this. As a rifle 2-0. Yeah, more these next versions of weapons. Yeah, some people dying on the way. But we anyway need to stop this corporation. It's quite a shame that they cannot just warn you or something, they just immediately start to shoot. I guess because of this combat drags that they're showing to them. Wait a second. I returned just through another elevator, pretty much. That's not where I want to be. And to leave the facility.
I think I'm gonna start taking my lunches out in the city. That woman from downstairs is still in the cafeteria.
That scientist? The one who's been hounding the clerks?
That one I missed, but that's probably not so important. Theodore Isaacs keeps eating my proper berry lunches. I know the sprout-toothed little snot is the one doing it. I've seen him with cracker crumbs on his lips and purple berry stains on his lab card. Working next to him and seeing him pick the remains of my lunch out of his disgusting teeth just makes me want to scream. There, I did it. I screamed a little. That felt good. I'm just going to sit in the kitchen and wait for him to do it again. I'll catch him in the act and then I'll come back and write up another entry. I'm going to be so livid. Not sure how it can help me in anything. It's not. Yeah, that's excellent. Hopefully guards outside will not aggro on me, but no guarantee. In any case, I pretty much don't need to be here. You can fast travel near hostiles. I guess they're hostiles. Am I far away from hostiles enough? Okay, that's going to be rough. Are you hostile? Oh, he is not actually. Surprisingly enough. What about the elevator? Where does it lead? Can I just move around them? I don't want to kill all the guards in this city. They probably didn't deserve any of this. That's maybe in the ground tunnel. Oh, that's alternative way to the laboratory. There's technical tunnels. Yeah. That doesn't really help. Yeah. Is there any technical tunnels or anything? Something that I'm missing maybe? What about this stuff? No, that doesn't work. Yeah, don't say any underground tunnels that were mentioned. Nothing. I mean, sure, it's possible to go through this to another lab, but that's it. Oh, crap. Somebody actually noticed me.
Something's not right.
That's why I aimed in my build for pistol. Exactly for such mechanic. You don't want to attack me. You will. Can't see shit. Oh yeah, that one I did. That one was well deserved. She pretty much asked for this. Why are you trying to attack me with this little crane? Whatever that is. I rushed by inches. Yes, I am. Originally. That's for sure. Why is they trying to attack me? I'm trying to avoid additional bloodshed, but it's not really possible. They just come from all random directions and trying to attack me. Go away. That was a good jump. Should be careful with shooting, because if I miss I might kill someone I don't wanna kill. This guy running definitely on my head. Just let me get to my ship, can I? So not allowed.
I'll put you down, miscreant.
How dare you call me miscreant?
I don't want to die.
Well, yeah, people usually have some German accent, not Russian one. But yeah. That's great. Well, accent not typical in any case. Can I get the ship without shooting more people, please? We leave in Byzantium for good. Good that I did the side quest first. Because everybody became hostile after that. Alright, everything repaired. Time to fly away.
If you don't, you have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
What is this?
No one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports. And my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career.
What do you mean? You mean... What's the options? Well, let's skip the pleasantries.
You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate.
I guess she's one of the few that must be hibernated eventually and saved, while others will starve to death. So... yeah, what's the options? Okay, I'm listening.
Phineas Wells is wanted by the board. I want to convince you to turn him in to us.
Why would they do this, even? Say no more, I mean. What's the option, Steven? It's quite hilarious. And wanted for what exactly?
He has a litany of charges against him. Vandalism, illegal experimentation, sedition. I could go on.
And?
Wells is a dangerous madman. His plan is going to endanger everyone in Halcyon. He's an obsessive psychopath. And he's using you. You're in contact with Wells. I want you to send us a tracing signal from his communication terminal.
Okay, the answer is no. We don't hear it then.
You are making a serious mistake.
Whatever I say.
Adjutant Akonde's call has been terminated. Will there be anything else, Captain?
I don't know, can you blow her or something? I guess no, so let's get out of here. Straight Phineas Nub.
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors?
Thank you, Andrew. Such a good day. Okay, let's get a bit of rest before seeing Professor, because then things probably will start going faster. Do you have enough caffeinoids and stuff? Let's see. I have so much trash here. I have 51 only of this one. I sure have enough. Wherever he is. This place is a bit messy. Oh yeah. This way. I guess the next part of the plan is to get to the colonies and actually do the thing.
I've kept myself busy in your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists.
Perfect.
All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me.
Well, I found the chemicals in the ministry. The board was testing them on human subjects.
Human test subjects? Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board.
Yeah. Well, I had to let the test subjects die, but I brought back all the chemicals I had.
Thank you. You've brought me enough chemicals to get started, at least. I'm just sorry they came at the cost of human lives. Those poor people, they must have died in agony. What exactly was the board trying to accomplish?
The board's trying to mitigate damage to human tissue during the revival process, same as you.
You say the board's trying to freeze their subjects over and over again without inflicting permanent damage? Well, they're nowhere close to solving that problem. Something about this feels wrong. I don't know why the board would ever conduct such an experiment, unless they're working on some kind of hibernation technology. I'll tell you this much. The board scientists are hopelessly lost. After years of fruitless experimentation, they've made exactly zero progress.
Well, the colony is on the verge of collapse. The board's been trying to cover it up.
I know! I've suspected as much for years. Of course, I don't expect the board to do a thing about it. They've been driving our colony to the brink of destruction for decades. The board's mismanagement put our colony on the road to collapse. If we don't put a stop to them, thousands of colonists are going to die.
It gets worse. The chairman planned on freezing every worker in Hanson.
Hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse? And the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself?
Exactly.
I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us?
Yeah.
That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers.
Oh, that's where they plan to get the chambers. Because I was wondering, like, because whatever they had, it was not enough. So plan to use Hope Ship for that. It's insane. They would kill that batch of colonists and then shove the rest there, and they would die as well because nobody would unhibernate them because they don't have tech. Ah, that's a fucking mess. Maybe that's why they also trying to get Phineas, because he knows how to do it. They may be trying to catch him and force him to do it. Yeah, that's a mess. Well, we need to think about this. There has to be something we can do.
Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head.
Oh, I can shoot up front.
Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope.
Let's keep the Hope into the system. Not entirely sure where this led, but that's proposal, so nobody would die from that. There is a way. It's not exactly safe, but we could skip the Hope into the system.
Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius! We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab.
Well, yeah, the question is how safe it is right now. The Hope's probably damaged. We have to route powers from the unreliable.
Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2. You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately.
Well, let's do this.
I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it.
Wow, at the very least people can just start focusing on food, for example. If food supplies are low, just work in the damn field. That's already something. And then, after the crisis, possible to deal with the rest of problems. I wanted to talk about the Hope.
Certainly. How can I help?
Maybe we can get some useful information from him. Should I expect any resistance?
It wouldn't surprise me. When I pulled you out of the Hope, the board nearly intercepted me. I expect they stepped up security since my little act of larceny.
Possible? Just so we're clear, you know skip drives aren't supposed to be used like this.
Skip drives were never designed to be used within a system, but I skipped my ship across Halcyon when I rescued you, and that turned out fine, mostly.
Mostly.
That is, I ruined my ship and nearly killed myself in the process, but the maneuver was well within acceptable margins of risk. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Very reassuring. And what about the people of Terra 2? Aren't they going to notice a gigantic colony ship slamming into the rings of Terra 2?
Unlikely. The Hope is as massive as the Groundbreaker, but compared to the rings of Terra 2, positively minuscule. The board might notice, possibly, depending on the position of their heads relative to the depth of their collective posteriors.
Alright, that's all. I want them to save the colonists.
'Cause I want them to save the colonists. 'Cause I want them to save the colonists. 'Cause I want them to save the colonists. 'Cause I want them to save the colonists. 'Cause I want them to save the colonists. 'Cause I want them to save the colonists. 'Cause I want them to save the colonists. 'Cause I want them to save the colonists. 'Cause I want them to save the colonists. 'Cause I want them to save the colonists. 'Cause I want them to save the colonists. 'Cause I want them to save the colonists. 'Cause I want them to save the colonists. 'Cause I want them to save the colonists. 'Cause I want them to save the colonists. 'Cause I want them to save the colonists. 'Cause I want them to save the colonists. 'Cause I want them to save the colonists. 'Cause I want them to save the colonists. 'Cause I want them to save the colonists. 'Cause I want them to save the colonists. 'Cause I want them to save the colonists. 'Cause I want them to save the coloni
45 level. Surprising level, still going further. That's insane. I guess resonance science wouldn't harm. I have already hundreds of precisions. It should be more than enough. Enough of high and everything, so I guess that's right. Science to not have it too low. So yeah, I'm not sure what to do with Ada. Like, I mean, we'll use Groundbreaker power for that. Would be attached still to the main colony ship? Probably. Same as on Groundbreaker, I can see it inside the ship, probably. Let's see.
Captain, I hope Dr. Wells has not dragged you into one of his irrational schemes again. My diagnosis of his mental stability is not flattering.
Oh, no wonder he's working whole day every day.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
No, there's nothing here. Nothing new at least. Okay. We're flying to Hope. Straight to Hope, surprisingly. Tron Typhoon, still 3
We have arrived at the Hope.
on state like this.
I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive.
I'm quite surprised that she is actually know everything, just not only agreeing on this, but also proposing this to do. What's going to happen if I skip the Hope?
If your calculations are even slightly off, you could crash the entire colony ship into Terra too.
Oh fuck.
Or the sun.
Amazing. Well, do you know anything about the Hope?
The Hope is the Groundbreaker's prettier, sleeker sister. She wandered off and got lost for 70 years, but just recently was found. Also, there are hundreds of thousands of frozen organic life forms hibernating in her hold.
Hundreds of thousands. That's an insane amount of names. We're about to crash if I would do a mistake. Okay, that's all for now. Very, very, very reassuring. Alright, let's save the day. I'm not sure exactly to reroute anything. It's a huge ship. And nobody is around, surprisingly. I mean, not so surprising, I guess. Ship's supposed to be somewhat abandoned, but still security was around last time. Now might be even bigger. There's some people. There is also some terminal. There are drones. Can I disable drones at least? Auxiliary power station. Route an auxiliary power source to supplement reactor. Status report view archived logs. Let's see logs. Error access and archives, available entries. Pre-launch roll call. Captain Hunt with him. First mate Hunt to Donna. Navigation to Rega Rezio. Chief Engineer Noda Frank. Medic Officer Volkov and XE. Don't know any of them. Manual log. Damn. 10 years. Longest trip Donna and I ever took was a week-long sojourn into the Silver Mountains. Even that set her on edge. She is a homebody, always was. She packed so much food we couldn't have been stranded out on those rocks for months, and we probably would have been just fine. Udell sent us on team building seminar into the city once. They paid for everything. Donna still packed nutrient bars just in case the bus broke down. It's gonna take the ship 10 years to reach Hanson, an entire decade. It's a good thing Udell provides rations, else she might have dumped our life savings into mixed nuts and freeze-dried meat. Made it all the transcript. This is it, folks. Say goodbye to Old Blue, huh? Yeah, if anyone wants to. Good riddance. I so bitter Rezia. She's been a good home. Give me a spaceship any day of the week. Well, we'll see how we feel a year in. So, moment of silence? Or should we make a toast? Anything? It feels weird leaving Earth in the rear view mirror. No, from now on we'll look only forward. Yeah, very forward. status, power status. The DL2 reactor is in power save mode. Only life support is powered. Maintenance status. 22 sound days overdue. Oh yeah. Microwave short-circuited after some idiot left his fork on his plate. Microwave clock has stopped. Microwave is stuck on high power mode. Microwave has stopped working entirely. Well, not the worst thing to happen. Hibernation storage status. All hibernation storage systems are functioning within intended parameters. 3 base. Quite good, okay. Punch. Power is now being routed from the docking bay. Reactor is now in auxiliary power mode. Route an auxiliary power source to supplement UTO2 reactor. Power status report. Viewer cap. No, okay, that's whatever. Already routed. So now I need to activate something deeper, I suppose. I do make sure the ship can be skipped safely. That's good for us. How could I not? There isn't the best type of damage. With that, guys. This debuff making so much noise. Quinton Duncan. Bridge kicker, that might be useful. Restrict access. Oh no.
Huh?
That's a knife robot, but it's not. This one's a knife.
System searching for unknown. Investigate that area. Security patrol. Initiate human security. Unauthorized.
It's quite a lot on this almost. Okay. That's something to test, potentially. Yeah, that definitely improves the security. That looks like the place. Warning, unauthorized access will result in immediate termination upon your arrival on Hanson. Power stats report, we are Knox, Hanson Knox. Food removal. Occupant Avaira. Moved by a known crew member. Automated audio transcript. Hundreds of thousands of colonists left to drift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful. Yeah, it's all confirmed that Phineas did exactly what he said he did. Current storage status normal. Current pod count 9,999. So still thousands of colonists. Oof. Why not? That doesn't help though. That's just information about them. Continue. Okay, manual log. Dear Daddy, everyone is running around trying to figure out how we are going to it, but none of it means anything if I can't keep us on course. It's hell. 26 years of travel through space is... I don't know if I can handle it. It's so much pressure, so many layers. If I get one thing wrong, one smudged decimal point, one off by one miscalculation, we could crash into an asteroid. I keep thinking of the colonists. They just Never wake up. Like them. Automated audio transcript. It's discussion of this both Hunter, I guess. Oh no, there's no also. Okay. I've called you all here because the numbers on narration's off. Off? What do you mean off? We have too many. Someone hasn't been taken on theirs. Extra food sounds like a good thing, Darren. Not extra. Someone's getting their food from another source. We must have it stashed somewhere. So, someone could have brought some from Earth. If they did, we need to include it in our rationing, Frank. Every bit of food on the ship is to be split among us all. And theirs. It isn't yours to take. This isn't about ownership, this is about survival. We're going to run out eventually, and the longer we last, the closer we get to figuring this shit out. Alright. I want everyone to interrogate their crew. Find whoever's not eating their share, and bring them forward. Look, Hunter. Perhaps there is hope yet. Mama used to have such a garden. I grew up on her tomatoes and lemons and limes. When we left her, she was so kind as to share simple things with me, so that wherever we end up, I might start my own garden. Now, buds grow in hydroponics. This may not be a backyard, but it's something. I remember you every day, Mamishka. Now more than ever. Mamishka, really? Tristan. Very Russian way to say this. Well, Slavic would say. Automated all the transcript. No, help me. It worked. I'm going to hell, but it worked. Now, how the fuck do I break the news to the captain? Not sure what's going on. Message exchange. Camp. Wanted this on record. Sick of this witch hunt. It's me. I haven't been eating my rations. Why? Don't need it. Don't mind feeling hungry. I need my chief engineer with his full faculties. I'm glad you own up to this, but start eating your full share. That's an order. Oh, due respect, Cap. We're up shit creek. I'm not sure that's an order means a lot right now. It hold weight now more than ever, Frank. We need to stay organized. Well, I am doing it. So either shove that shit down my throat yourself, or give my leftovers to someone else.
Unexpected.
Hold them. That was unexpected. Actually burned away. Road communication through the unreliable. Yes, but first logs. Begin audio log. Is the thing working? I said begin audio. Damn it. This is Venice. Yes, let's go with that. Work continues on test subject 112, retrieved from hibernation bay 8. Time of extraction, no, let's say 2.5 hours ago. Time of death, 6 minutes prior. Explosive cell death. My arch nemesis, haunting my every attempt at reviving now frozen colonies, making mockery of my procedures. I've tried every combination of every chemical available to me, attempted every variation of every possible thawing procedure, gradual melt, flash thaw. Extremities first, brain first. Don't know how much more of this I can take. 4 hours of sleep in the last 72. Can still hear their scream in my nightmares. Test subject 112. Real name Harley Stanton. Age 39. Jared Sinin. I'm sorry, Harley. I couldn't save you. So there were more than 10 sounds of colonists, because 3 of them died during his experiments. Begin audio log as soon as I say the words begin audio log. What a ridiculous inconvenient program. What happens if I just accidentally say the phrase audio log? And then know why I'm talking to a frozen colonist. You're losing it, Phineas. Focus, focus. Come on, make the incision. There we go. Excellent. Well, my frigid friend. You disobeyed the moratorium on ingesting food 36 hours prior to hibernation, didn't you? Thanks enough for disposable gloves. Steady now, steady. Oh, that's not good. That's definitely not good. Damn slippery scalpel. I'll make this anyways. Spaces choice? Alright. I've got no choice. I'm going in. Okay, yeah. Some experiments were unsuccessful apparently. Road communications. Although this one weren't noticed. That's maybe actually me. Road communication through the unreliable.
Can you hear me, Captain?
Yes.
I have successfully integrated myself into the Hope's comm systems, and am attempting to establish contact with the Hope's more primitive processor now. Would you like me to play a mood-suitable music selection while you travel to the bridge? Oh, sorry. File not found.
That sucks. Well, I guess I need to return back to the ship, or not? Although, now I get power, so I should use it here. Use main control console to decide where to send the Hope. This shouldn't be it. Questions, where is it? I guess different floor. Yep. So much Rukus here. That should lead me to the place. So it's many floors with colonies. That's how it works. Somebody want to stop me? Well, this will not work. Like this, just commander. For sure not the best thing versus mechanicals, but it still works.
That's the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am curious to wake him.
We'll see. Hopefully it's not some mad AI. Com status logs. Logs? Open the fucking door, Will. No? You're kidding us. With using the colonists? This is idiotic. If we don't keep this ship afloat, they'll die anyway. Unnecessary risk. Rather exploiting our source, our curse. The ship will fly through. You're gambling with hundreds of thousands of people's lives. And you handpicking which fuel you'll consume in your madness. Damn it, NXT. Find me a fucking drill. What's going on? Captain, you hear that? Hear what? The drill stopped. Maybe they're taking a break? Maybe it broke. Maybe they're trying to get into cold storage. If they get through before they starve, they'll outlast us. Keep working, Rezia. I'll take care of it. Yeah, some people went selfish at the end. But no long trigger. I think I'm the only one left. I don't know what Captain Hunter did down there, but he hasn't come back. They haven't used the drill and I'm done. The curse is set. I'm down to my last day of food and I don't want to die like Donna did. I through hope. So I guess it's suicide or something. Don't see any corpse around. Oh no. Status. Oh, status auxiliary. Communication status auxiliary. Comms. Auxiliary comms are available through the docking bay. Right, page 8 through.
Greetings, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer system. It's a rather cramped feeling, but it'll do.
Alright. Oh, hey, I cannot know if I didn't write think or not, but yeah, what's your opinion on citation data?
Probably not, but don't let that stop you. My Constellation executables could use some beefing up. Searching. Please stand by. Ah, found one. It will go great, Captain. I am almost 4.01% certain we will not die.
Amazing. Well, I'm ready to skip the hope then.
Are you sure? That is extremely dangerous. Skipping the hope will void the warranty on the skip drive.
Nobody
and
cares.
Also potentially kill an entire planet. How is my humor now, Captain? Improved?
Perfectly amazing. Let's keep the hope.
Jump starting the skip drive. Destination set to the rings of Terra 2.
Just do it.
Doing it. I mean, affirmative. Skipping the hope in 3, 2, 1.
ADA. Does your captain seriously intend to do a micro jump in system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years on a derelict ship?
That is what my captain intends, yes.
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be held responsible for any damage incurred during transport, and this will cause extreme damage.
Yes, I am aware of that.
You should not be doing this. The humans will die.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are go. Captain, I would advise you to hold on to something. Now.
Let's hope it works. Otherwise, everybody gonna die or everybody will be saved. One of two. Damn gamble. I'm not entirely sure why we couldn't just fly. Well, I guess because we'll be attacked by other ships otherwise. It's the only way to deliver it fast. That actually worked. That's nice. We are not dead.
Oh, good. We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Terra 2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells, but he has not responded. Perhaps you should check in on him.
Alright. And to leave Hope. I mean, the ship. It's around here. Yeah, we can get all the fancy stuff here. They don't need anyway. No more corporate, guys. Yeah, I guess I need to go down in case here. There shouldn't be any problems around. So who can come here then? I mean, somebody can come to the to his laboratory, but eventually, not right now. How did I get there? Oh yeah, robots. I went through robots. He might be already actually under pressure. Need to be checked. Yeah, I'm still on Hope. Yes, I need to get to my ship to get to his laboratory. That should be the way. Need to repair a gun. But I didn't, sorry.
Captain, I am receiving a transmission from Dr. Wells. Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
Please do.
The board is here. They've found me somehow. They're about to blast my door open.
No.
I can't stop them from getting me, and there isn't enough time to explain everything. But there's something very important you need to remember. The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine. You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me! I'll never...
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible? How can I be of assistance?
By doing exactly that.
Mm-hmm.
I need to check his nav.
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
It's a bit dangerous to leave hope like that. On the other hand...
Remember that you are not insured.
Yeah, that is fine. Can I fix the sleepiness? Not really. This... Okay. This is what it is. Can I really not fix that? I think I can. Let's see. I just need a bit more coffee nights. Okay. Now I'm good. I have a whole life on coffee nights. Coffee addict. Sons. Well, coffee nights something else a bit, but whatever that is, it works. I mentioned swine, which probably means password to something. Universal Defense Logistic Official Arrest Received. As per official arrest protocol outlined in Defense Logistic Incarceration Document A43216, the individual who has been detained at this location must appear in an official HUD court at the appointed date and time with the paperwork in order to register that they are indeed properly arrested for crimes listed under their name. Failure to appear at the appointed date and time with this paperwork will result in additional late fees and the rescheduling of the prisoner's appointed incarceration registration date. Failure to appear at subsequent court dates may incur additional fees. Hudson Court is not responsible for missing appointments that are consequence of being held within a locked cell or the high security containment location. Please note that this is the only copy of this receipt that you will receive, and that it is your responsibility to have it with you when you appear for your registration session. Amazing. That's what you doing? They actually survived. Cannot believe it. Oh, can I not? They much tougher than others, actually. Much tougher. Actually, same as in DLCs. Contingency plan activated. Publish in last will and testament. Success. Please present login password to continue. Surprised I can't write anything, but okay, let's bypass. If you see in the screen, I, Phineas Wallace, have been perniciously kidnapped and very probably incarcerated by the predicious and cowardly government of Hudson in the prison fortress of Tartarus. Ah, that's when I'm coming to Tartarus. If I have not already been executed for charges leveled against me, I hope the person reading this terminal will find a way to finish my work or rescue me, preferably as another. This screen constitutes my last will and testament. I commit my body and my belongings to the icy depths of the ether. If this is Avaira, I've prepared an emergency care package located in the hidden panel. Unlock the panel from my terminal and claim its contents immediately. Open panel. What about personal files? First entry. The Hope made it to Hudson after all. 25 years too late. But Bert doesn't know what to do with an entire ship full of frozen colonists, so naturally they're going to leave them here. Corporate tells us survival is impossible. They tried absolutely nothing and apparently they're all out of options. Outer dash. Cellular regeneration after long-term hibernation is really just a question of thermodynamics. I'm quite confident I can find a way to revive the Hope's colonists, if only corporate would authorize my requests. Frankly, I don't see why I need the permissions of my employees to conduct experiments in the name of scientific advancement. What nonsense! Did Newton beg permissions from his employees before discovering the 3 laws of motion? Genius is not beholden to the vicissitudes damn it. Vicissitudes of bureaucracy. What the hell is vicissitudes? First time seeing this word. This. Okay. Yeah, it's quite rare word even in general, and here especially. Okay. What was well, yeah. Genius is not beholden to the vicissitudes of bureaucracy. Besides, the Hope has a cargo of hundreds of thousands of colonists. The board practically expects a few to go missing. Second entry. 113 seconds. New record. Most of my subjects last 93 seconds on average before total cellular liquefaction reduces them to several gallons of organic soup, 3 degrees above freezing temperature. 113 seconds of screaming. The subject was stronger than the others, but in the end his body failed to survive the revival process. He was my 12th subject today. I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this. Strictly speaking, I don't know, the Hope has hundreds of thousands of colonists. I've only experimented on 12. How many more experiments before I successfully revive a single subject? 1, 10, 100, 500. Statistically insignificant. If I experimented on 1 subject every month, I would not make a dent in the Hope's population in lifetime. Can still hear the screaming, trouble sleeping, trouble concentrating, psychological toll significant. On to subject number 13. Final entry. I suspected this would happen. The board finally discovered what I'd done and sent their headhunters to track me down. They'll never find me. They say I'm a murderer, and they're right. I am. I regret what I've done. But I'm not about to turn myself into the board. I'm not going to go begging the board's forgiveness. Only the Hope's colonists can forgive me for what I've done. They are the only people who can set things right. And I'm going to find a way to revive them, no matter how long I have to stay in hiding. I've got my notes with me, I have my equipment, and now I have the snap. It's time I return to work. So previous entries was before this place. Alright. So somewhere was the panel that I opened, wherever that is. Some hidden panels somewhere. It's a lot of frozen dinners. Another terminal. Messages. To Blythe. I worked it out. Explain details later. Will be difficult to reproduce. Need your help. All necessary materials should be present in Hanson, with locations and hoods me. Dump a new associate Dirtside Terra 2 near Edgewater. They have a stake in my purpose, but trust in them only about 23.7%. Their recovering ship should be long anytime. Just need to know where to send them. Let me know when you get this. Eager to be done. Doesn't explain much. Didn't explain much at all. Don't see any secret panels here. And the test begins. I guess there's something behind this place. Wasn't so secret though. Yeah, that's his place. No, that's toilet. of asteroids and some greenfield around. Fiend's Force. What's an assault rifle? Let's see. But the one that's shooting with some weird things. Okay. That's not effective at all. Phineas really like to make weird weapons. Yep. I guess. Oh, that is a secret panel. There's Nokia. Oh yeah. That's important. That's truly important. You mentioned swine. This probably means that one of the keys was exactly in Piggy's. Maybe in a knife Piggy. Most likely. Let's keep Piggy a knife. I don't need any key because I hacked everything about this. The hibernation experimentation notes. Resting core temp another 5C over 1 hour. 5 Celsius, I guess. Dosage appears to be working. Slight difference from process on steppings, not beyond expected boundaries. Microscopic assessment shows no sign of sudden traumatic muscle wall collapse. Encouraging. Reminder, still need to mop up Pig. Need to get a view into the cranium, see what's going on these neurons. Oops, hand slipped, likely effects. Nothing important. May have numbers in left heel. Who even need that? Numbness, Looking simple. Evidence of hyperactive production of dopamine and norepinephrine. Curious. No evidence of entropic effects on nerves, however. Be excited. Now if only I can keep them from exploding. Rising core temperature another 5 Celsius, 1 hour. Oops, forgot I had probe in brain. Just that with elbow. Subject may suffer numbness in the right earlobe. Acceptable. Feel ridiculous then, mostly frozen snap of meat. You're doing fine, Avaira. Practicing bedside manners importance aids recovery. So, I have some numbness. Okay. Curious about that neurochemical production. Side effect of prolonged hibernation. Subject may experience tachypsychia. Exaggerated fight or flight response. Check brainwave. Found sharp uptick in perceptive cognitive processing when I adjusted the probe. Fascinating. Equivalent to speed of common fly's brain. Could be useful. In stressful situations, subjective time dilation. See world moving in slow motion. Would everyone from Hope have this sort of brain damage, or is it peculiar to Avaira? Can't wait to awaken more from Hope, study in detail. Is it even right to call this effect brain damage? Seems like enhancement to me. Who wouldn't want to call hyper-fast cognitive response? Am I envious? To expand the span of a breath to an eternity. To be able, just for a moment, to perceive the world in all his infinite detail. Core them up, still stable. No sign of cell wall decay. Neurological necrosis. Begin next 5 sets over 1 hour cycle. Yes, I believe I do envy you, Avaira. I don't know, have some numbness. Hibernation helmet. Experimental notes. Here we go. Flesh frozen organic material reverted back to its original cell structure when treated with tincture of dimethyl sulfoxide. Rate of explosive cell death a very respectable 6%. Bad news, difficult to acquire. Limited quantities of compound, likely produced by Auntie Cleo. Recently discontinued due to severe adverse reactions. Must find more. Artificial status successfully induced in systemic specimen. Purification complicated. Systemic tissue returned to living state. Brain tissue suffered from rapid nucleation. Attempting treatment. Treatment progressing. Treatment failed. Brain tissue repeatedly damaged by rapid onset necrosis. Explosive cell death. Finished scanning liquefied remains of the stick from laboratory floor, walls, equipment. Fresh out of Anticleus. Experimental with spaces choice partly emulsified creamer substitute. Finished brewing. Hidden 2 ounces spaces choice. Atrocious. The old part of soul die on the inside. And spaces choice to the list. Note to self too. Buy more mouthwash. Steeping notes. Have spared one of my stock of experimental steepings to be used as a renewable source of nourishment. I've named this Snacky Pig Bubbles. Given an animal a name, established rapport and creates a positive emotional bond. Allegedly improves flavor of tumors. Must look into that. Excellent creatures, says Tippings. Don't know how people used to survive without these genetic wonders of porcine succulents. Slaughtering a pig for meat instead of harvesting tumors that ripen naturally, falling off the flesh like mock apples of a tree, seems the height of barbarity. Truly a miracle of modern science. I mean, this still looks disgusting, but at the same time, maybe if you clean them from skin and stuff, it looks like normal meat, who knows? Personal files. Have procured the services of one Captain Alex Hawthorne of the Unreliable. I hope he didn't name his ship after the quality of his services. I'll be sending my new accomplice down to Hawthorne via escape pod as soon as the revival process is complete. Hawthorne should make for an agreeable companion, or at least an acceptable chaperone. Low Whedon, he isn't a total buffoon. Okay, enough, I read so much here. I have everything I need. So, flying to Tartarus, safe in ease. Maybe myself can finish his work, but I doubt about that. At least I don't want to risk lives of so many people. In any case, reasonable to save them. The problem is, yeah, apparently during saving I probably will need to kill a lot of guards. Which is a damn shame.
Captain, as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concerns.
You're actually right. No.
Doc Wells never hurt nobody. Just a kindly old fella living by his lonesome up in the rings, tinkering at his table. The board just couldn't leave him be.
That is true. Cheerful beat music playing.
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth. But that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain.
Not so bad about the labyrinth.
Ornery board goons and one-ply toilet paper for starters. But I hear their brainwashing program's state-of-the-art, so I guess you get used to it. But since no one ever makes it out, this is all just speculation.
The armed surveillance protocols on a maximum security prison planet are highly sophisticated. As such, escapes are historically quite impossible and deadly. I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into Tartarus will not be easy.
Getting in is the simple part. It's getting out again that's the trouble. Trust me, I know.
Let's just do it. Kick down some doors, grab Doc Wells, and cut a path out. We don't need a plan. We got guns.
I mean, we sure get guns.
If you really need to do this, you should see to your final affairs and close out any unfinished business. Once you sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while. Or permanently.
That is true. So, crew, what do you think about all this?
It's the craziest plan I've ever heard. And I mean that as a compliment.
You didn't hire me to think. And I ain't about to start now. You're my boss. And I'll walk into fire with you.
You're asking for more than bravery from us, Captain. But there are worse ways to go than dying for a good cause. I'm in.
Let Sam get the grime out. It's what our units do best.
The entire plan is a terrible idea, but I admire your bravado, Captain, which leads me to illogically believe against the odds, that you will be successful.
Well, we're doing it. Everyone strap in.
If we don't make it, at least it'll be a great story.
That's true.
Got my trusty tossball stick, got my ass-kicking boots. I'm ready, boss.
Never thought I'd volunteer to break into a prison. Seems like your tendency towards risky behavior is rubbing off on me, Captain.
Command not recognized.
Waiting on your command, Captain.
Well, all they need to do is just hold the ship, so nobody will take it. While I will be busy in the prison. Why is this thing making noises here? Yeah, it's just making noises. Nothing I can do about that. Oh. Okay, repairing everything. So this is last go, and then yeah, let's tinker for all the money I have. It can be even tinkered further, can it? Yeah? Can be tinkered more. Wait a second, what? You have insufficient... Aha, it will cost 33,000. Okay. 561 level. 61 damage. That's maximum I can get with this pistol. That is fine. Yeah, it all doesn't sound useful. Okay. I guess I need to get good rest before going in. Yep. Ready to go. Get them.
Please avoid damaging yourself or...
Okay, what do we know? Phineas has been captured and brought to the prison planet of Tartarus, where the board intends to interrogate him. Now it is up to you to infiltrate the prison and rescue Phineas before the board can enact its plan to cull Hudson's population. Make your way through Tartarus and confront the person who runs the board's operations, Sophia Kanda.
Brothers, while you're out.
I guess they kinda called me from Byzantium when I left Byzantium. Wait a second, I forgot to fly away actually. Damn it. Prepared everything, but didn't fly away. It was a mistake. I thought we can auto-arrive there. We are about to assault the labyrinth on Tartarus and determine the fate of the Hudson colony. Saves made up to this point can only finish the main story on Tartarus. Side quests and download content such as Peron Gorgon or Murder on Eridanus will be unavailable for any saves made beyond this point. If there is anything you want to do before you enter the prison, do it now, before you cross the point of no return. Would you like to continue? Yes, I did everything already. Would like to save? Yes.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time.
That is fine. Know anything useful about Tartarus?
Resident count is as follows: 3,071.
Damn.
Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684. Resident escapes are as follows: 0. The interior can be chilly. Take a scarf with you, Captain. I would also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return.
Nice try, but not happening.
Understood. If you die or are incarcerated for life, I can generate a new ID for the next captain. I would prefer if you return, though. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
Amazing. So, how long will that take?
I wager it'll take a bit longer than it takes you to lose your patience and storm out of your ship looking to get shot. To be honest, that'd make my job a lot easier. You come out, we shoot you full of holes, and then everyone goes about their day worry-free. Except you. You'll be dead.
Hey, how do I know you're a real officer under that helmet? Show me your biometric ID.
Alright. I'm feeling generous. I'm transmitting the ID of a productive, law-abiding employee so you can see what one looks like before you die. Anyway, Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the Groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that, just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated. Biometric ID received. Transferring data to external cartridge. How can I be of assistance?
My, that was convenient. So, people from Groundbreaker actually helped me. That's good. Well, I'm going out. Perfect. So, helping Groundbreaker actually helped me now. Surprisingly enough. Good?
I'll lock up.
Yeah. You better look. Somebody from crew will become captain, maybe vicar, if I would die. Yeah, that's a lot of people. But I have an idea. Which logically means that I should be able to just go through this place without any problem. Because I can use the device. Labyrinth security personality cartridge. Identification card for Labyrinth prison guard. If anyone asks, you have to pretend to be in Pilkerton. Okay, let's equip helmet.
The captain did right by us once. Now it's our turn. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, my guy.
Whoa. Groundbreaker actually helping me. Then maybe I will not need to kill everyone. I appreciate the sacrifice, although hopefully they use only robots, not actually people. Guess it would be a shame if some more people would die for all this. Here probably shot still will work, but hard to say. But avoid them. Absolutely not suspicious at all. Damn, I got kicked. Why the shot went away? Because I healed myself or what? Oh, crap. I think he's almost there. And there is nobody here. Perfect. There's a nice save room here. Okay, I can buy things to be sure that I have enough of them. I should have enough, but still, what's the equipment here? Yeah, no trash. So many noises. And go into the beard. The question is how to leave this place fast after all this. It's one thing to get there, how to live with him. Note from your favorite warden, please do not leave perishables in here. We marked this as cold storage because we are starting to move pods in here. This is not an actual freezer. The next time I find a decomposing woolly cow box in here, I am leaving it on the air conditioned intake for a week. The storage manifest. In Dimethyl sulfoxide canisters. Out. Straight jackets, riot buttons, ballistic vests. In hibernation chamber. Out. Indoctrination pamphlets. In forced specification system refills. Hibernation chamber. Material storage and shipping containers. Architectural records. Analysis from Engineer Rodfeld, Crane and Geist. Begin with a requirement that every chamber receive a constant supply of at minimum 34 kilowatts and that the occupants of these chambers be injected with a standard supply of UDO's patented video hibernation fluid, and this run-on sentence carried on for 12 pages before finally concluding. And those in order to maintain structural integrity throughout the area designated the pit. We recommend that chamber are installed in cylindrical fashion around the supporting structure dug into the crust of territories. The maximum depth of this conclusion extends for another 2 pages. Amazing. Very, very useful. Like, so useful. I'm not even sure does the shroud work or not. But nobody reacted, so I would assume that yes. At least nobody noticed. The question is, where's his cell? That I have no idea.
Let's go, troops. Stellar Bay's counting on us.
Stellar Bay? For what?
Are you new here? I didn't think we were hiring more staff.
Are you talking while on shift?
Oh, no. Don't tell anyone, please.
Everyone gets one mistake, just don't do it again.
Thank you.
I know, Stellar Bay people just shoot on this. Wow. Can't ignore that. This guy's trying to help. I prefer to keep them alive. So actually everybody helping me. I'm surprised.
What was that?
Damn it. Too close. Don't have time to react properly. Okay.
No pressure!
I so don't wanna shoot when I'm close to this barrel. Because yeah, first it's exploded. Does my gun have all damage? Mess. But this one is sealed. Do not disturb when lights are on. Well, I couldn't seal it. Just like that.
Well, look who it is.
My. Rockwell himself.
I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens.
And what in this announcement?
Haven't you heard? Phineas is working for us now. It took some doing, but employing an efficient management strategy of putting our guns to his head seems to have done the trick.
Please, Phineas would rather die than cooperate.
Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around. But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle.
That crackpot, the same the frozen colonists you gave up on.
Oh yes, go on, wake them up, add more mouths to feed. That'll solve our starvation problems. I don't know what half-baked plans that simpleton in a lab coat has been leading you through, but it's done. It's over. Let me ask you something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire society?
Your society sucks heavily, huh? Well, you'd prefer to keep riding this downward spiral? I can fix this place.
If I and my people can ride it out in luxury and happiness, yes, yes I would. I don't know if you've noticed, Captain, but Halcyon's pretty much a lost cause.
Nah, I mean, I can persuade them, sure. The problem is, like, I don't know how it's supposed to work, because just logically, no, you can't persuade them. Because he literally ready to kill the whole colony just to live in luxury for a bit more. So you can persuade such person just by saying like, oh, with the resource we could do something. You need my help, that doesn't work. But at the same time, yeah, it makes sense. Maybe he can do a proper order at least. Alright, let's give it a try. With your resources and some of the folks on the Hope, we could do a lot.
I'll admit, there's no shortage of talent in the scientists and engineers there. Look, I'm not an unreasonable man. If you manage to storm the castle, as it were, and make it out of here with Phineas alive, I can't exactly afford more havoc than you've already caused. Fine. If you survive, you'll need someone to sell the rest of the board on your plan.
Can be useful, I guess. Well, good. Maybe some good can come out of you after all. Let's see. Don't you dare. Okay, no more hiding. Going straight for the thing. I will try to stop me. Will be clapped.
Alright, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches.
And Jar, my.
Needs our help. Keep your shoulders up. So get in there and fight.
Oof. Who is who even? That's a mess. Nah, that's always wood. What the mess. They actually have a lot of raw power. I guess I will stay busy on this floor. The problem is I cannot distinguish them properly. It looks very similar.
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life. You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things.
Oh no.
You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty.
It's over, Sophia. Just stand down.
I'm afraid I can't do that. You have a flair for subtlety. If you'd worked for me, you would have been the greatest fixer Halcyon has ever seen.
No
For
thanks.
all your talents, you are the enemy of Halcyon, and therefore you are my enemy.
What a mess. I'm just here for Phineas. Just let him go.
You make a nuanced and compelling argument. Here's my rebuttal. No. Dr. Wells is being held in my custody. His cooperation will prove invaluable, even if I have to beat it out of him. All that's left to do is put down this riot, arrest you, and then get on with the bloody business of saving this colony.
You're kinda interested in saving the colony, seems like. Let's talk about this.
Fair enough. I'm giving you exactly one chance to parlay with me.
Why in the final parlay there is zero possibility for persuasion? That's quite hilarious. I don't want to fight you, Sophia. You're one of the only rational people left.
Anyone with eyes can see that you're talented, Captain. I only wish you'd used your talents for good.
That's exactly
You
what I'm
wander the
doing.
system, doing as you please, answer.
Oh, damn, I misclicked. Your existence through Hudson into chaos. Okay, simply can't have that. I'm not throwing Hudson into chaos. The board's doing that all by themselves.
The board is the only power left at Halcyon. We're the only ones keeping this colony from dissolving into ruin. You had so much potential. I would have put your talents to good use. I would have made you wealthy beyond belief.
We can still work together. All you have to do is stand down.
I'm not in the business of working with my enemies, and you've made your loyalties abundantly clear. You were always an unknown variable. I tried to recruit you, but you threw your lot in with that madman, Phineas Wells.
I already destroyed your experiments in the Ministry. Your plan's never going to work.
Yes, I'm quite aware of your brazen act of corporate vandalism. By the way, those test subjects you killed, they died in agony.
I know.
My scientists assure me they can recover the data you've destroyed. You've succeeded in temporarily delaying our research. Nothing more.
Your scientists are lying to you. Their research is critically flawed.
That isn't true. It can't be. You're trying to manipulate me.
Yes, but no.
That experiment was absolutely essential to the program. My scientists assured me they were close to a breakthrough. They gave me their word.
You know I'm right. I can see it in your eyes.
Damn you. You are telling the truth. My scientists have been lying to me, and I was stupid enough to trust them at their word. We're going to have to start all over again. All that research, all those experiments. You've set us back decades. I haven't given up on the program yet. You've caused some complications, but I can improvise. I can fix this.
No, you can't.
I haven't lost control of the labyrinth yet. Our security system is still operational. I can still put a stop to you.
Why? The only option here is just line hack. There was 0 persuasion. Persuasion is like, I literally trying to persuade her. But there is no option for persuasion, my main skill. And the most logical skill in such situation. This is ridiculous. Like 90% probably of RPGs fall in the same trap every single time. Like you have choices for any user's thing through the game, but the moment you get into some serious shit, you just, oh, you have all the skills for persuasion, for talking, for whatever. You know what? Like, remember all the dialogues when you had like 10 variants for users' things? In this very important moment, we'll give you 0, or maybe 1 bonus that you don't expect. That's it. Why? She already know that nothing will work properly, and I don't have a chance to say that, well, we have good alternative, just let us save the fucking colony. But no, you cannot do it. This... Enough talk, let's settle this.
This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on sight and rinse your remains down a drain. And don't worry, I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically, or something.
Amazing. So, the final chamber of sorts. I better not die. This one. Whoa. What is this? Why didn't heck? Oh yeah, I didn't have line 90, I think. That's why I couldn't use the last time. So, right out the mechanical RAM is online. RAM. Ideo is not responsible for little force spent by the RAM unit. If the auto mechanicals in this area need maintenance or update the security protocols, please consult a nearest security engineer. Well, it's designated RAM as a hostile intruder. Intruder identified. Deploying suppression unit. This is RAM, I guess. Amazing, so I just get the drone. That's some heavy boss. Yeah, those robots will be against them. Easier. Hibernation chamber key. Okay. And some fencer robot. Having such shield would be cool actually. Some SMG and shield like this would be good for assault in such places. That's some damn luxury place. That was quite rude. But let's go ahead. It's not 10k.
Get me out of here!
I'm trying. If you didn't notice.
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough.
So, are you alright? What did they do to you even?
I'm all right, thanks to you. Akande wanted my cooperation. I'm quite sure she would have beaten it out of me if you hadn't arrived.
So she didn't stand.
You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish.
That is true.
You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
I don't like the sound of that at all.
Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
That sucks. Well... Can I ask you something then?
Yes, certainly.
I'll some questions.
I can.
So, what do you think happened?
I don't know what happened, but something must have gone horribly wrong. I don't know why Earth's gone silent. I don't even know if Earth exists anymore. We have no connection back to Earth, and return is likely impossible. We're completely alone out here.
Yeah, it's possible that corporation just content the colony is unprofitable or something. Maybe hard to say how it works. Maybe something terrible happened there. How do you even know this?
I heard it from Akande herself. She tried to pressure me into joining her side, you see. Tried to make me realize that all hope is lost, and that we are alone. She was half right. We are alone, and we're going to have to fend for ourselves, because there's no telling what's happened to Earth.
You also mentioned the frigate disappearing.
You might have heard of the Earth Directorate's frigate. Half the colony's entire military was on that ship. They were returning to Earth when they vanished without a trace. That was 2 years ago. We haven't heard a word from them since. Whatever happened to Earth likely happened to them.
Wait a second, so... I mean, it's maybe different ships, but... Like, the Hope arrived here in 26 years, I think? Or something like this. So... They plan to arrive in 10 years, so this frigate, how it's supposed to arrive in 2 years? That's unclear. It's maybe still on the way. Hard to say. You said there haven't been any messages from Earth.
I don't know what
we...
Yes, Akande mentioned as much. Earth hasn't sent us a single message in 3 years. No one knows why. Akande had kept the truth to herself, perhaps with good reason. Can you imagine what would have happened if word got out? We'd have utter pandemonium.
No, relay station near Scylla hasn't picked up any unencrypted messages in 3 years.
Yes, you were the one who reactivated that relay station, weren't you? Any message from Earth would have arrived unencrypted. It's been 3 years since our last message. The board tried using drones to contact Earth. Every one of those drones sent back the same encrypted message. Earth is completely silent.
That's not good. Well, there's something else I know about the other colonies, Phineas.
I wasn't trying to hide the truth from you, but after all you've done, I owe you an explanation. Yes, I experimented on the Hope's colonists. Each of my experiments ended in catastrophic failure. Each of my subjects died in agony. You are my first and only success. I didn't tell you about the others because I didn't want to burden you. My failures are my own to bear, not yours.
Well... better later than never, I guess.
I'm not asking you to forgive me,
Lord knows I won't forgive myself, but I'm going to try to set things right.
You better be.
My apologies. I need to get a hold of myself. We've far more pressing issues to worry about right now. If you have any more questions, ask me. I'll answer as best I can.
No, I don't have any more questions.
Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
Leader, Well, you can count on me. I'll help you revive the old colonists.
When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
True.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks.
That's
Sublight
nice.
Salvage adapted to the changes in Halcyon, shifting their business model to suit the times. Their claims of legitimacy were scrutinized, but ultimately unquestioned. Lilia Hagen would continue to protect her family as ruthlessly as ever.
Well, some things
The
never
collapse of
change.
Edgewater left its workers bereft of any purpose in life. Most of them made their way to Adelaide McDevitt's camp, hoping to ingratiate themselves into her favor. Adelaide accepted only a few to her community. The rest were turned away, and likely died of starvation. Nevertheless, Adelaide's camp grew into a well-established town.
Well, some minds can be fixed.
Adelaide McDevitt refused to cooperate with the ongoing effort to save Halcyon from collapse. A sympathetic deserter stole a copy of her research and delivered it to the Hope's scientists. It is unclear how useful Adelaide's research was. An optimistic estimate suggests her work may have bought Halcyon another few years of survival. Adelaide would never know. She died that winter.
Well,
under the
plus one
leadership
down.
of Junlei Tennyson, the groundbreaker held firm
And more
against
years for
corporate
Konya.
influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers, schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the groundbreaker looks promising.
Good.
The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs.
Unbelievable.
It was a dark time indeed. Even the Gorgon asteroid, though a distant enigma to most of Halcyon, felt the aftershocks of your actions. Olivia and Minnie Ambrose worked together to cure the marauders Adrena Time had created. Through their partnership as scientist and administrator, they discovered the harmony that had eluded them as mother and daughter. And through years of patience and effort, they discovered the means to wean Halcyon from the scourge of Adrena Time.
That's good, actually.
Their work eventually allowed Wells and his scientists to treat many of Halcyon's marauders. As their addiction waned, the colonists who had lived for so long under the thrall of Adrena Time returned to their communities and loved ones, and joined in the effort to save Halcyon. In spite of everything, the Gorgon asteroid remained a sobering reminder of the potential for progress and disaster in humanity's most ambitious efforts. The Rizzo's company in Halcyon dissolved after the collapse of the board. Needless to say, the launch of Spectrum Brown was indefinitely delayed. A stockpile of Spectrum Brown remains buried deep beneath the ruins of the old distillery, abandoned to time and attrition. With the dissolution of the board, Ruth Bellamy found herself without the two constants in her life, Byzantine culture and her sister Belinda. In the face of this new reality, she struggled to find a direction for her life. The colony had moved on from Halcyon Helen and would require new heroes in the years to come. And so Ruth Bellamy decided it was time to exit stage left. She quietly disappeared from public view. The dissolution of the board did not mean the dissolution of the ambitions of Cedric Kincannon, the charismatic leader of Sublight Underground. Cedric offered Slug's transportation services to the newly thawed colonists and set to work ferrying resources and food wherever they were most needed. For better or worse, Slug headgear became fashionable in the following years. As the board began to disintegrate, Spencer Woolrich found himself at a crossroads. Cling to what little stardom remained to him, or help usher Halcyon into its new future. To the surprise of many, perhaps himself most of all, Spencer chose the latter option.
My.
Having learned a variety of different skills in the many different roles played throughout his lengthy career, Spencer founded a radio serial dedicated to staying alive despite the odds. His subjects included how to survive violent encounters with only grazing wounds, dispense pithy one-liners for tense scenarios, and, of course, how to look good doing both.
The most
After
important.
a brief attempt at dating Helen as one person rather than two, which both Bertie and Helen found too strange, Bertie struck out on his own to try his hand at raising woolly cows.
Well.
Many of his former Rangers teammates soon followed, accompanied by the woolly cow the team had originally plied with alcohol. The dairy farm thrived under Bertie's leadership and care.
Good for them.
The dairy rangers privately believed that the woolly cows softened Bertie's temper considerably, although the only one brave enough to say this to his face was promptly headbutted. Due to the board's dissolution, many of the Prophet's old customers no longer found quite the same value in productivity seminars that they once had. With her business drying up, the Prophet chose to take her followers down a new path. Months later, salvagers on Eridanos found clues leading them to a seemingly abandoned bunker out in the wilderness. Inside, they discovered horribly mangled corpses, sacrificed to a blood-scrawled portrait of a sprat.
Okay, this didn't end well.
The
She was full
Prophet
crazy.
was not among the bodies. Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could.
Actually became
He
proper
only
vicar.
ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace.
Hello, Mother Creature.
Parvati didn't survive her adventure with you. As
Yep.
hard as she tried to drink them away, Nyoka's memories eventually overcame her. Traveling with the crew served as a constant reminder of the family she'd lost, and so she eventually returned to Monarch to get back to what she found most comfortable: the deep end of a bottle and the far end of a trail. Few have seen her since, but travelers often swear they hear her and her machine gun in the night, screaming swears and spitting bullets.
Yeah, I didn't invite her to the
The
crew.
SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it.
Good.
Chairman Rockwell served as the public face for the changes in Halcyon to come. Whenever you needed strings pulled or a voice to sell a policy change, Rockwell was only too happy to oblige. As for Dr. Phineas Wells,
Is some use for
he
him?
spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals.
No.
In the end, Dr. Wells
was
was able
evil.
to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon
Well,
has
quite happy
stabilized.
end so far.
The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
Yay. Well, that was pure happy end actually. We did everything right, everything correct. Well, a bit hard to say how it would be with original colony as Edgewater. I mean, original town. Instead of this shitty town, not everybody survived, yes, that's bad, but instead of being slaves to the rest of their life and die from plague that would kill them anyway, because so-called plague came from what they ate, and they ate some trash there, which killed them. Some of them survived and eventually grew up in a big town nearby that actually was absolutely fine. Plus, the studies from this botanical lab that eventually became town helped the whole colony for some years, so I would call it success, but that's the only kind of gray zone in all this. So yeah. And for instance, second game happens not in the hunt zone, but different colony. So it should be new story. And I'm curious how it will be connected to Earth, because Earth is kind of additional twist that there is no connection to Earth. And what happened to the main part of humanity is unclear. Maybe it will be shown in the second game. That we'll find out quite soon. Start this game. You mean the first one or second? And yeah, my house is okay. Working whole day, outside of few hours of streaming. But yeah, I'm fine. So I guess we'll continue on Friday with second game, I would assume. So yeah, we can start the second one. Yeah, Special Choice Edition is the first game then. Well, the game is fun, yeah. So I finished it, now I can go for the second game. And partly it's kinda wasn't necessary to go through the first one to play second because colonies are different. At the same time, it gives me a lot of background on all these corporations, on the world in general. And also maybe there will be some connections in second game to the first as well. That we'll see. But in any case, it was good. The only thing that I didn't like, outside of the final dialogue, because like it wasn't possible to use persuasion, the main skill for persuading people that literally called persuasion. You have zero ability to use it at the final conversation, which makes zero sense. But okay. And the other thing is extremely tough enemies in DLCs. It's just so weird. Like the house become bloated heavily for no reason. And all your weapons, all your armors become quite useless. That I didn't like. Outside of it, it was good. The main story and everything, even shooting was not bad on final on this difficulty, despite the toughness of enemies. At the beginning it was a bit messy, but eventually became fine. And was messy again in DLCs, but well, it is what it is. In any case, yeah, I can finish for now. So yeah, we need to prepare a game and we can start the second one on Friday. Because that was the plan, to go through first game and then go to second. Next week might will have some experiments in schedule, but yeah, it still need way more time to work. Maybe I'll try to do double streams, like something like 2.5 hours of first game and then switch to second game, something like this. Maybe we'll go through Hexen Edition, retro of the month, let's say. Sworn. What is sworn? Let me check. I don't know what you mean. Yeah, I don't have Game Pass. I can see that it's ignored in my list. That's only I can see. It's like Survivors game or what it is.
16.
Yeah. Is it Doubloid? Yeah, it's something like Survivors, I think, or just roguelite. Okay, not my cup of tea, that's for sure. Well, it uses style of Hades, yes, but the gameplay different, as I can see. But I'm also not fan of Hades as well. I shouldn't be so negative about the game because I didn't play it, but at the same time I would say it's heavily overhyped because people jumping around it like it's, I don't know, have unbelievably good plot and, I don't know, groundbreaking mechanics, but no, it have very basic old mechanics, nothing new. And the plot, as I understand, is okay. People like characters, dialogues, whatever. Okay, but it's nothing groundbreaking. And it's so heavily overhyped. So I kinda... part of the presumption stand negative in terms of... I don't like overhyped things. When they're overhyped for no reason. It seems like solid game, but that's it. Oh yeah, of course, it's just personal. I'm just avoiding it. Like, it surely looks stylish, that's what I can tell. And like music that played in the of first game, that's all I can tell about it. Outside of it, not my thing, I suppose. In any case, I have too many things to go through for now. And don't have enough time to go through all this. So okay. On Friday we're doing the second game, and next week probably the same 3 days but double streams, we'll see. I will announce it in Discord as usual. In any case, thank you for watching, see you next time. We're surely done with Outer Worlds, was the first one at least. Bye bye.